with us. Flock with us, flock with us, flock with us.
Let's go live.
All right, I thought we were.
No, it was all an act.
All right, cool. Now we do the real podcast.
Try not to sweat so much for you. Jelly roll.
Woo!
How you feeling?
I actually feel really good, man.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I feel better today than I did yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
I just had like a, every spring, a little down,
You're good.
a little over maybe.
Yeah.
Should I lean into the microphone?
Whatever makes you not hit it and are comfortable.
Yeah, I think I had like a, every time it gets spring, the beginning of spring and the beginning of fall, the beginning of every season, you know, my ear just dumps everything that's in it into my throat, right? Like, just like I can count on it. Like
Every time?
you can count on it like the weather change. As soon as that weather changes, whatever's built up in my ear, all that fluid. So I was supposed to get tubes in my ear. I was supposed to go into surgery and get a bone spur in my face filed down into my sinus cavity, get my septum back reconnected. I got a deviated septum, and I was supposed to get tubes in my ear.
No
I was
shit.
supposed to do all this in like February 10th. And when I went to consult the week before, he said, you know this will be a 3 to 4 month recovery. And I'm like, dude, I got a tour, man. Like, this is all very important to me, you know, being able to breathe and hear. It's super important in what I do for a living. He's like, well, you need to come when you got 4 months. So
That's
we're on the books for the week after Christmas now, and I'll take off till like April of next year because of that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's going
Does
to
that make you nervous?
Nah, fuck it. Makes me feel like I'm finally going to get this shit behind me.
It's about time.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thanks for coming by.
Dude, thanks for having me, man. I was offended. I was so offended I had to invite myself.
I didn't know. I thought you were on tour, and I thought you were going.
Not yet.
I didn't know. When's
Weekends right now, just what we call like warm-up run.
Mm-hmm.
But we're supposed to leave April 1st. You know, I don't know when we'll drop this, but I'll either be on tour or fucking at home quarantine with the rest of America.
Hopefully you're on tour.
Yeah, that's what I hope's going to happen too, right?
Right? Okay, so there. Now we're on.
Dope.
It's a warm-up.
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay, so this podcast is called Flock with Us.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you?
Well, I just know how big of a advocate you've been for the whole Staple Pigeon brand as long as I've known you.
Well, thank you.
So I just think it's cool.
Yeah, it's good. Do you like the pigeon?
I love it, dude.
We need to get
You're the one who taught me about the pigeon. Nobody in
Get you some
Tennessee
gear?
knew anything about the pigeon before you. Jeff, send this man some free stuff.
That's messed up. I love it. I like that plug, though.
Yeah, I got you. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
awesome.
brought that style down here, man.
We need to get you wrapped in some pigeons.
Dude, I want some pigeons, man.
Can we get you some before you go on tour?
Yeah, man. Please
Yeah.
shoot me some.
Get you the pigeon tattoo?
Yeah, I'm in. If I
you
can
ever
find
see
somewhere
that?
to put it. Nah, it's crazy. That's so dope.
Don't
though.
do that. That hurts.
Oh, the palm?
Yeah.
And it doesn't stick, right? You see, you
No,
got,
it's
you got somewhere
sticking.
you got to go over now, but you got to fill that
Yeah,
in, huh?
right
That
there.
Sucks, man.
But still, it stayed a lot better than...
People thought it would, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Well, like for 6 weeks, I didn't use my right hand.
Oh, God.
I showered like this.
So did you wank it with the left?
I'm a lefty.
Okay,
I'm a
cool. That was
lefty.
no big deal.
No problem. No problem. No problem at all. Wank it.
Yeah.
Did I wank it?
Yeah.
All right, so basically what I want is basically what I've always done is document. You know, that's all I've done since the
as
day I
long as I've
met you.
known you.
Right. And how long has that been?
Oh, you know, I was talking about it with Struggle last night because he's upset that he hadn't made it over here yet.
I got him scheduled.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, did you have to invite yourself too? He was like, yeah. I was like,
Sorry. It's new. It's all new to me, so I'm taking it slow. Very
you're like
slow.
the worst person to reach out for gas. You got gas reaching out. Can I please be on your podcast?
Not even, yeah.
I came.
So I just have all the people who don't want to be on it.
So I'm trying to remember the timeline. I think I met you when I first came out of jail before I went back.
Right.
So I was probably, I don't want to say an age, So let me do the math
Don't
in my
age.
head instead of aging myself.
Don't do ages.
I'm not lying. It was probably 14 years ago.
Probably about. You may be right.
Yeah. I'm
So
thinking like spot on.
Yeah. So if you know me, like you do, and you've seen any of the podcasts, you know that my memory is impeccable.
Right.
I'm genius with it
Yeah.
because I don't drink.
Yeah.
And I don't forget shit. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I remember that I know you don't.
Yeah, for sure.
So the first time I heard about you was about 2000, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I kept hearing about this dude doing freestyles.
Yes.
His name is Jelly Roll. Now, just from hearing about it at the Outer Limits, I never made it to any of those battles.
Right.
And I used to hear it on the radio.
They were epic, though. The
Were
Mouth of the South battles, they were crazy.
Wow.
They were a big deal.
Were they?
Dude, they were, I mean, dude, it was legendary, man. It was
So
like
excited.
the glory days of, like, underground hip-hop.
In Nashville.
Yep.
That's amazing. So, like, I would hear about you, this guy, Jelly Roll, on the radio. And it was just like, freestyle winner, Jelly Roll. I can't remember which radio station that was. It may have been pre-101.
It was, I think 101 was there,
Mhm.
but I think the station that we were all
Tuned into.
was it 92Q before they were just R&B?
It wasn't that kid.
Right. Because I remember one of my first interviews was with Rick Walker on 92Q.
You said Rick Walker?
Yeah.
No
Rick
way.
Walker, Rick Walker, 6 o'clock at 6 o'clock. It's Rick Walker, Rick Walker. I'll never
That
forget
is
that.
insane.
Yeah, I'll never forget that day.
Why Rick Walker? What happened to Rick Walker?
I don't know. We should look him up.
Let's get him on here.
Yeah. You know who else?
Who?
Taz. You remember Taz?
I
Daddy,
remember
when
Taz.
he came to 106.7 Blaze?
Yes.
Now that's when 101 was blazing. And Taz brought that like real Philly style down here, so he was doing nothing but dissing Dola White and Scooby. You remember that? It was crazy. Now Dola White, I'm so proud of him. I still talk to Dola White all the time.
Good. He's doing all right?
Yeah, he's doing great, man. You know, I think he's still the program director at 101 now. So
Really?
yeah, he's big feet up there. We're supposed to link in the next week or two.
Let's hope he finally.
He's got it, dude.
It's about time.
Yeah,
Him been putting in work in a long time.
dude, Dola
Long
White,
time.
and persevered, man.
Mm-hmm. It's sad that Scooby's not there.
I know, man. But you know what? I think we all wish we had a friend like Dola White in our absence.
Yeah.
Because that dude represents Scooby every day, every way possible. You know, he still does all the Scooby charity stuff. He still celebrates his birthday every year real big at the station. Celebrates his
What a
death
good
day.
dude.
Just crazy, man.
He's always been super nice.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Nice to me, I guess, because I'm just not saying, hey, can you put my music on the air? Yeah. So if you don't say that to him every time you see him, then
Yeah,
it's
for
like,
sure.
it's like, hey, you're cool. I like you.
And
You're
we
a good
actually
guy.
got cooler over the years as my music didn't fit the platform.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so now it's a real genuine friendship. 'Cause it's like, you know, man, I don't have a record I could send you anyways.
Right.
You'd probably play the shit out of it right now, but I just don't have nothing that would fit your format. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. So there's one specific time that I remember hearing the word Jelly Roll on the radio, and it was 2001, and I was I was going to Kingston Springs because I had just met JD of Untouchable Records.
Yep.
Right. So it was a whole story. We talked about this, me and him. And so I was waiting on him, and his truck broke down, right? So I was waiting, and I said, listen to the radio, and Jelly Roll, blah, 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 you know. So first night I met him, I was like, hey, man, you know Jelly Roll? And he was like, no, I don't know that dude. Because I was like you doing anything, right?
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I was like, I always want to meet this dude. Who's this dude? Then come to find out, like, this dude is white. Jelly Roll's white? That's even cooler.
Yeah.
He's from Antioch, and
Yeah.
the dude was just killing it so hard. And then fast forward a little bit, 2000 and maybe 3 or 4.
Yep.
JD had met Struggle
Yep.
through a mutual partner, Frank White,
Yep.
I think. I don't know who that dude is. But
Not sure of the meeting party, but I remember when Struggle met JD because that's the era I met you in.
right.
If I remember right, we met at
after.
JD's studio.
We didn't. That was
Was that the second time we met?
No.
Then?
That wasn't even the first time.
Okay.
I had never met you. So Struggle come out here recording. He was hanging out with us, and we were trying to, get everything right. And he was like, I'm going to bring Jelly out. And I was like, oh. I was excited because I was making the beats, and I was, making them for Struggle. And I was trying to get him. I was like, can't wait. The night you were supposed to come out, you didn't make it.
Yeah.
It was one of those Jelly Rolls. Didn't make it.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
That sounds
sounds
exactly
like
like you.
Some
But then
things
the
never
night you
change.
did come out, I couldn't make it that night.
Yeah.
It was you and Struggle, and you guys did a bunch of records out there.
That record was crazy.
What was that record called?
I reminiscing as the days go by, watching tears fall down your eyes. You got me tripping and I don't know why. Do you think of me, think of me, think of me? Yep.
Was it dope?
Dope.
I haven't heard it in so long.
So dope. There was another one. It was like a letter to Struggle's kids, where the beat had like the pencil in it, and Struggle was like, "Dear," he was writing a letter to his kids, like "Dear Brianna and Little Will."
Yeah.
It was even right before he had Innocence.
Yeah.
I can't remember that hook. That hook was crazy too.
JD's got all that.
Yeah.
All that just stocked up in this.
God, dude, we should go revisit it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You
man.
gotta get that down.
We had hot shit back then. We just didn't know it was hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was
I
just
remember
kinda one of
seeing
those
the Halfway House CD
things.
that you were on. I was like, oh, those dudes.
Yep.
That dude's, wow.
Yeah, and I was like the poster child for white trash.
That was it.
I'll never forget. We were all so excited. We got a little advance from like a little independent label that day. Shout out to Dope City Records. And we went and bought, with our advances, we all went and bought new Air Force Ones.
Right.
I got a fresh pair of khakis and a white tee. And I was like, we're ready. We got my hair braided.
Braided.
And I was like, we're ready for the cover.
The long hair.
And like, we didn't even know, we didn't have an idea. We were just driving through the nation. It was like, that house is perfect. And we jumped out. We had this big dude that Jazz hooked us up with, take these pictures for the cover. I'll never forget it.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That was so crazy. So, about 2004, 2003, 2004, closer to 2009, I was in the city doing stuff and moving around, right? But still, you were nowhere because we were in different areas. Maybe you were locked up. I don't know if you're locked up.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But no, yeah. I came home. I don't remember the dates as well as I should, but I came home and like, I guess I was locked up from like.
If it's incorrect, I'll bleep it.
Yeah, whatever. But it was like the early 2000s. I came home and I did the Outer Limit battles.
Right.
I met you somewhere in that fold.
Right.
During that struggle train. And then, or maybe I didn't. Then I went back to jail.
After Struggle.
After me and Struggle had already hooked up.
Yeah.
And I came back out.
Yeah. Okay. So when you come back out, I had been moving, shooting.
I can tell you this. When I came back out, this is this era. 10-minute freestyle. The Rutledge show. That you probably got the best footage of ever.
Right.
Right. That was that era. So if that helps.
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because right before that Rutledge show, like you would, I guess you'd just gotten out. My fault. And I was filming for Capo, and they were doing one of the industry insiders or the IUM contest.
Yeah.
And there was one with Chad Arms was on it, Worm was on it. Not the real Worm, the new Worm.
The worm. Yeah.
There's two. There's a real Worm and there's a Worm.
Yeah.
The Worm that we mutually know.
Yep.
And then the other Worm. Do you remember the first Worm?
From Halfway House.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
remember that worm.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to get
worms.
I don't want to.
People are confused. The only worm I know or acknowledge to this date is the one we know.
Okay, not the first Worm.
Yeah. We haven't talked to him since that era.
That's weird.
That's Struggle's story. That is Struggle's story to tell, but it's a good one. So ask him about it.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I just don't want to get the worms confused because I know you know the worms better than I know the worms.
In this weird way, it was Struggle's worm and my worm, and now we only talk to my worm.
So your worm is the worm I know.
Yep.
Okay.
You shot a video. You shot some videos. At least one for him that did really well.
It did.
Yep.
Damn near 5 million views.
Yeah.
And they took it down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't own the beat probably.
Lex, I guess it was the whole Lex situation. Lex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lex had leased the beat, and then the guy claimed it was his, and they took it down.
Yeah.
Lex lost tons of money on it. They took his whole album down for the Worm
God,
thing.
it's just so stupid, man.
Yeah. So anyway, our Worm, Chad Arms, Squints, y'all come out for that.
Show and Prove Entertainment,
That's
baby.
right.
Still
Y'all
talk
came,
to pretty much all those guys.
Right. And this is the first night I ever spoke to you.
Yep.
I was outside. We were filming. Everybody went inside. I came back out and I said, "Yo, Jelly, can I get a drop?" And you said, "Sure, Joerilla." And I went, "You know my name?"
That was the first night we met, man?
Yeah, that was the first
I
name
feel like we met during the whole JD
no,
era.
That's the whole physical
Yep.
met. And I was like, "You know my name?" And you were like, "Yeah, I know you."
Yep.
Turn the camera on. You went into the whole thing.
Yeah, I was drunk. It was a great night. We were outside on the balcony.
You remember that?
I do remember that. I don't know why I thought we met at JD's house that night we were supposed to meet.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, because Struggle was telling me about you that whole era.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, the guy, because you were making beats.
Right.
That was your thing back then. You were
Joerilla
docking
drums.
a little bit, but you were just why I still got you my phone under Joerilla drums.
Right, because I was the one who was doing beats.
Yep.
So that night I was like, "Hey, can we do an interview?" Because I was trying to get into the video stuff.
Yeah.
You're
You
like,
were
yeah,
so ahead of your time with that, by the way.
right. And that's what I tell everybody is I invented the video market, a video market in Nashville. It was untouched.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody
for
was
sure.
doing it. And
No.
that's the reason why we hooked up.
Yeah.
It's because you're like, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
So we did the video, and I was like, can we do an interview? And you're like, yeah, no problem. I was like, oh, shit. Like, I'm in.
Yeah.
That's it. And I called you up, and I said, where are we going to do this? You come out to the spot. Where's it at? He said, Bellevue. And I was like, oh, okay. So I show up, and it was, I hate to say this name.
No, don't.
I hate to say his
He
name.
don't deserve any recognition.
So we went to his. It wasn't his. It was the place where y'all at. Charlie P was there.
Yeah, it was my spot.
Your spot
Yeah.
in Bellevue. Never mind. And Charlie P was there. And we shot the interview that
I'll never
night. You
forget
were
it.
in the red shirt.
Yeah.
And from that day on, you were like, man, you're pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Why don't you come out and do some more work with us?
Oh, yeah.
You
We
remember
shot
that?
interviews for like every album through the Big Sal story.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I even created the Big Sal Story album cover.
Yep.
And it's the one that Jonathan Ivy's got tattooed on him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, I remember all that because that's when you came to the house in Donaldson when I lived behind my pops.
Right.
Yep.
Right. We used to go out there all the time
Yep,
and just sit
That was the spot.
with Ivy.
Yep. Yep.
Because he would box,
And we come right back to the house.
right? And then get ready for whatever show.
Yep.
Yeah?
That was it.
Yeah. And
That
then
was the Yeah Baby show era.
Was it?
Yeah, you remember that Yeah Baby show?
That's right. I do remember that.
Me and Boss were talking about it the other day. That show was crazy. It was like my first big show.
It
It was
was
like the
huge.
beginning of me being like, oh man, this is finna be big.
It's on your site, your page, right? The one I shot?
Yeah. That's what we were looking at. That's the one we were looking at. What about the gathering footage you caught?
Oh, good
It
gathering.
went viral for that. You remember
For the
that?
World Star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the girls getting fucking fucked on the fence.
The clowns?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I started like narrating it.
You did. But you were like, we were watching Tech 9.
Yeah.
And we were in the crowd and we were filming. And we were walking back and we heard you and Jerry yelling, joerilla, oh my God, joerilla. And I was like, oh shit, they're fighting.
Yeah. Oh no.
Here it goes.
They were fucking.
Yeah.
Right there on a fence.
615. What did he say? World Star?
Yeah.
No. First he said jellyrolls615.com. And he said, World Star. World Star. It was terrible.
You built my website for me.
Yeah, I did.
Did you ever get that information back? I feel like I asked for it recently. If
Yeah.
you had it or didn't have it.
Yeah, we
You
went through
still
that
got
whole thing.
Okay.
I
Good.
think. What are you on now?
But I need it back. That's what I'm going to talk to you about.
I gave it to.
What a great place to talk about this.
Yeah, your last designer. Who was your last?
I don't remember.
He's got it.
We'll figure it out.
I need my website back.
Can't be that hard to track down.
No, that's so crazy.
We had that website popping for years, though.
It did.
Jelly Roll 615. I look back at that era, and I talk about these stories the longest, man, because I didn't know what I was doing, but I was always blessed to be around people like you that knew what they were doing. I was like lucky enough to have people around me that was like, okay, just be you, and we'll figure out the rest of it.
Yeah.
So I could be like this walking shitstorm. It's like random, like, joerilla, run the camera over here. Jelly Roll 615. Look at these people fucking on the fence. Suck his dick. Suck his dick. I don't know. You probably bleeping me out all over this, but
Oh no, it'll be all right.
it's it's just crazy. So it's like Chad Arms.
Yeah.
After we met you, Chad was like, yo, I'm gonna go get a fucking video camera. And he went and got like the flip cam, and that's
Mm-hmm.
when we started doing the 10-minute freestyles and the day in the life of and all that stuff. Like,
Wow.
I've been going back combing through that footage because, sooner than later, we're going to have to do the real Jelly Roll documentary.
Right, and I got all that footage waiting for you.
Yeah, it's time. It's going to be time.
It's there.
We'll have to bring you in and let you help produce on the project.
What like that?
It'll be big. We're getting really close as far as like for that era.
Yeah. So that was our era,
Yep.
basically like that, and everything running through that. And it's weird because it all ties into when we were doing that, and you were just being the artist. You had EMAC kind of like
Yep.
throwing this, He was organizing it
Yep.
somewhat. EMAC's EMAC, and then we went to the Phoenix room,
Right. Yep.
and that's where I met Zilla.
Yes.
And I was telling Zilla that, and he was like, "What?"
We shot the freestyle where I said something extremely sexual about the Kardashians.
Kardashians,
family.
right,
Yep.
right. You can go back and look on that.
Yeah, I think about that all the time because I'm like, I'm getting about popular enough that's going to come back and bite me in the butt soon.
You think so?
Yeah,
It might.
I
I
don't
hope no
care,
one finds
dude. It's
it.
hip hop, whatever.
It was dope.
Go look for it, y'all. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then after that, we did the aerial perspective.
Yep.
We did what was that? The Viridian.
Yep.
We did that whole thing. We did tons of stuff up there.
Yeah.
Had the whole team built.
Yep.
Quick Money was on there, and Tony Delano,
Yep.
E-Mac.
No.
What was it? Keeley.
Yep.
They were all that. Paper.
Yep.
We had a whole massive thing.
Yep. That was it Dina and Keeley?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dina and Keeley.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was such a good era too.
It was weird.
Paper came to my show in Nashville. It was so cool.
Did he?
Yep.
Paper always shows a little love.
I love that dude, man. He's just consistently Paper. You know what I mean? Like he's like the homie who just shows up to support. He never asks for nothing. You know, he's just, I don't know, just good spirited guy, man.
He's a great guy. Love that dude.
I think it's cool that everybody's somewhat kept in touch. Like, even though everybody's working harder now, and of course we all got like big families.
Yeah.
You know, like that changes everything, right? But
Right.
still, you can name most of these people, and I'm like, oh, this dude's doing this. Oh, I talked to that dude here, or I seen that dude here, or we talked here. You know, that's cool.
We did remember the little bow tuff?
Mm-hmm.
We did that video shoot, and him and E-Mac left me out in 40 block by myself.
Yeah.
Surrounded about 600 people.
Yeah, just like, yo, shoot some B-roll for us. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
and then I
okay.
look up and I go, grenade strip. He was
Yeah.
out there, and I was like, yo, where's he? He's like, oh, he left.
Oh, yeah,
was
for
like,
sure.
Oh, that's cool. Where's Paper? Oh, he's been gone. And I was just like,
You'd be like, all right.
yeah, go back and look at that video. Man, like there was like 500-600 people in
dude,
the
it was
street.
crazy.
Yeah, and I was just like, can I leave?
Yeah, I can't believe, you know what's crazy? I look back at that era, too, and go, man, you know, we couldn't get away with that today.
No, not at all.
The police would not even let that be a thing. I'd have to pull a permit to put 500 people anywhere to shoot a video right now.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
It's
hire
that
a
bad?
cop. Yeah, it's crazy.
We just walked around the city and shot videos.
Just walked around, you know what, though? The city wasn't that big of a, the city was still small then, if you think about it.
Honestly, it was.
Yeah.
Because I remember being out in the street. We just shot the freestyle, and then you walked over to Subway, and the streets are empty, and we literally had to find people to fuck with.
Yeah.
The two girls.
Yes.
On the street, you could not. There was no one there.
No, nobody.
Empty.
And that was after whatever. Remember, that was the night we shot with the fireworks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it just randomly happened.
We're just looking like, get on the porch right now. There's fireworks popping behind us.
And you couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
There's a part of the video where you're just going, because it was just so cool.
Yeah, no, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, who got this lucky that there'd be a full fireworks show?
Right over the Titans.
Yeah, then we
Stadium.
walked out and nothing was happening.
No.
The city was desolate. We went downtown to shoot B-roll yesterday for this big show announcement I got coming up.
Mhm.
And, you know, we were just talking about it. I was like, dude, there used to be a day that you could come downtown in the middle of the day on the Wednesday, and you could walk down the middle of Broadway and might not see a car.
Yeah. I remember those days.
You couldn't move. You know, you were moving yesterday. You're like, this is crazy. There might have been 200 people down there at most 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and just yesterday there was fucking thousands of people out there.
How did it get there? That happened quick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Nashville exploded like fast, like overnight it feels like.
That's crazy.
Places we used to pay $600 a month to live at are going for like $2,600 a month. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, Nashville has exploded.
Yeah, it has.
I like it because it creates opportunities for our children. Where when we were kids, we thought if we wanted to do something really big, we were going to have to leave the city.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like you can do anything here. I hate it because I don't know these motherfuckers, and I wish they'd get out of my way.
I feel you.
You don't know where you're going. Get the fuck out of my way.
Leave.
I feel like there should be a rule that people that don't know, they should have a complete lane for the people that don't know where they're going.
Don't know where you're going.
Yeah,
man?
that's the don't know where you're going lane. It's just stay the fuck over there and just live in the peaceful world that you don't know where the fuck you're going. But I do know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Every time I get in the car, you know. I didn't GPS here. I pulled it up on the maps, looked at where it was. Okay, I know where that's at.
See,
You know
I
what
still
I'm
have to
saying?
GPS it.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm from here.
Oh
I have
my
no
God.
idea.
Don't hurt my feelings
I
like that.
have no clue.
You can remember when I took a fart around you in '98, but you can't remember how to get to East Nashville 3 days in a row.
It's hard. I forget. I get lost. So if I'm going back home and I'm not paying attention, I'll just have to end up going all the way around the loop and then going back.
wow.
I don't know the way.
Yeah.
Unless I'm riding with E-Mac, I have no idea where to get around it.
Oh God. Yeah. No. I'll take you anywhere. I'll blindfold me in this city, and I hit a back road on your right.
That's exactly how he is. He's just like, hey, go this way, and I'm just like, where are we going? He's like, oh, don't worry about it, and he's clicking just like you do.
Yep. Yep.
Like, go,
Just
turn left,
looked
turn
up.
left.
Oh, right away.
And I'm sitting there driving the whole time, going left,
Yep.
left,
Yep.
go
yep,
right, go
yep.
right. Yeah,
That's it.
that's me. I can't figure it out.
It's nuts, dude.
I'm
No,
sorry.
the city's different, dude. I got it. Whatever. I'm just. I tell people you could blindfold me,
Mm-hmm.
drop me in any neighborhood in the Davidson County area, and let me walk to one street corner from wherever you drop me from, and I'd be like, oh, I know exactly where I'm at, and I call somebody like, yo, come pick me up. This is where I am.
That's crazy. I know. What is it? I know. I know the Slum American store.
Yep.
I know
That's right by Marathon.
Right. I know that.
It's right by Jazz's old studio where I recorded Gamble on a White Boy Volume 1.
Oh, we got to get to there.
Yes, sir.
I know Broadway.
Yep.
I know over here, East, Gallatin.
Yep.
And maybe out north. That's it.
No, you take me anywhere, dude. I'm telling you. Through
Can't do
Smyrna, Laverne, Lebanon, pretty much. I mean, I got it.
Let's go for a ride.
Yeah.
We should have did this in the car.
We should have done it in the car.
That would have
driving
made
through Nashville, bitching about traffic.
So, can you touch on the beginnings of Jelly Roll? Can you touch on little Jason?
Well, baby Jason, I'm from Antioch. We lived all over Antioch.
Yeah.
I believe when I was born, we started like the Richards Road side.
You guys, literally, you were born in Antioch.
Yeah. Well, I was technically born at Baptist Hospital.
Okay.
But, day 2 out of the hospital, went straight to Bavaria Apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up, ended up living in Priest Lake for a while until Mom and Pop split. Ended up back on the other side of Antioch. And went to all the schools out there, Cameron Middle School, did a little time at Apollo Middle School, a little time at Lakeview Elementary, went to Antioch High School for a semester before I caught
did time.
Yeah, time. Did a little
Sounds
time.
like you were locked
as if it
up.
was a jail sentence, right? Because I feel like I skipped schools a lot, so I, go to one school, get a little trouble, move to another school.
Right.
But I got in trouble pretty heavily whenever I was a teenager, like early teen, like 14. And it's kind of triggered a chain reaction of a lot of juvenile stints that kind of, cost me my childhood, honestly. Spent my 15th, 16th, and 17th birthday in juvenile. Came home right before my 18th birthday because I made bond being charged as an adult. Did the entire Outer Limit run as a 17-year-old kid. Another little known fact.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, that's why I don't want to age myself too much, but 18.
So you couldn't even get in the club.
Yeah, 18, 19, I had to go lay back down.
Mm-hmm.
Came home right before my 21st. Went back right there shortly after. Violated that probation. Then came back home, and that's when I bumped into you. The Outer Limit stretch is where I met Jazz Howard, Eric McAnally.
Mm-hmm.
I met Haystack initially when I was 15. I was on a weekend pass from a group home, and I bumped into Haystack and Alex King at David Ray. All the guys I still talk to this day.
Is that when he was Lex Luger?
Yeah, he was Lex Luger at the time. It was even before Lex Hustle.
Oh, wow.
And we all bumped into each other at they had a tent right there as soon as you walked in the doors of Slamming and Jamming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was out on a weekend pass. And I'll never forget, it was a big day for me. So on my weekend pass, my mama took me to the mall and I got my hair cut and I got a design in my hair. It was my first weekend pass ever in this group home. I've been there like a year and a half. I went from Woodland Hills to this group home. And she bought me like a button-down shirt. When I look back, I was overdressed. Right. So, and I had some new shoes and some khakis. Right. And I'm at this big car event, and I met Haystack and them. And that was kind of the beginning of me being like, yeah, I'm going to be a musician, because I rap for them and stuff. And I was like fucking 15 and a half. And I ended up violating the orders of that weekend pass or something and had to go back to jail. And yeah, I was only out for a weekend anyways. It was like a furlough, like a weekend pass.
Right. That's what you chose to do?
Yeah, that's what I did with my weekend. Yeah,
really?
I came straight home. Yeah, I was like, yo, Mama, you got to let me go. All the rappers are here. She's like, yeah, whatever. So I went with Trey Harrington. Shout out to him and his mama, Debbie. I think she dropped us off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was kind of the story, man. It was like that was the beginning of me. Eric McAnally was there. Bravo and them were really starting to turn a corner with the Top Dollar stuff at that time.
Right. Is that
Bravo and Lex?
Lex, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, I was surrounded by people who were having success. D-Ray was a part of CWB and the Burners. That whole thing was going, but I just couldn't stay out of jail long enough to connect with them.
So that's why you never caught on that quick.
That quick. So then at 17, I came home and just got straight into the freestyle battle. So this is my favorite story to tell, and I don't get to tell it a lot.
Please tell it.
I was in the Criminal Justice Center on the 2nd floor. That's where they used to keep the juvenile kids. It was the 2nd or 3rd floor. if you got charged as an adult. We were like only like 8 of us that ever got charged as adults at that time. And I'm sitting there, and I walk right in and I see a buddy of mine, Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, man, damn, Bubba, they bound you over. I was like, man, yeah. I was like, man, I'm nervous. He said, man, don't worry, man. The food's better over here, and we got radios. I was like, oh, man, can I get one? He's like, you got to order it on commissary, but here, you can rock mine tonight since it's your first night. I'm like, I get a radio? I've been a juvenile for like 16 months, 18 months. I'm like, yes, I get a radio. So I get the radio on. He's like, but you got to go stand by the back window. That's where the service is best. So I'm standing by the back window, and I swear, put this on everything. I hear, Outer Limits, mouth of the South, battle, the freestyle contest, where each week one winner will win $1,000. You know how they had the radio commercials back then, where sell like mattress commercials now?
Right.
And it was like, call Hired Guns Management at 615-498-8980. And I'm like, oh man, this is it. So I'm like, and I just right then it hit me. I was like, because I talked to Bravo and them in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think that's Bravo and them and Haystack's manager, which was EMAC. So I get straight out and call Bobby. So I make bond the next day because I'm an adult now. I don't know my dad or who's going to come get me. God rest his soul. He came and got me, right? Didn't tell me he was coming to get me. Nothing. Just came and got me, right? So he comes and gets me, bonds me out, and I got to live with him. So just like the weekend story, I come straight out and I'm like, Dad. It's like a Thursday. I'm like, Sunday night, I got to go to this battle. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, I think they get me in the door. He's like, what? He's like, you've been locked up like 19 months. You're out on bond for like a serious case, Jason. What are you talking about? I was like, you got to let me go. I can win $1,000. He was like, all right. I was like, cool. I went and bought myself a hoodie.
Right.
I'll never forget this. I went and bought myself a hoodie. I went and bought myself some khakis and some Nikes. Some Air Force Ones. Found somebody to take me up there. I called Bobby. I'm like, can you get me in? He's like, yeah, as long as you pay the get-in fee. And I was like, okay, can you loan me the get-in fee? He was like, yeah, man, I got you. Come on. So they signed me up, sneaked me through the side door. I'm like clearly 17, by the way.
Right. You were like a baby face.
Yeah, don't have no peach fuzz at all.
Right.
Nothing like right.
I remember seeing
I'm like,
that Jelly Roll.
like the most baby face Jelly Roll ever. I have long hair, but not long enough to braid yet because it's like, like where I've been locked up, just kind of letting it grow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm in there and I win the $1,000. So I pay Bobby back and whatever, and I come home and I'm like, I won $1,000. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that's awesome. I was like, I could do it again next Sunday. He's like, this is like a job, Jason. I was like, it is. So I went back and I won. I just kept winning. I lost one time in 10 weeks.
To
a guy named Ka Hill. Good friend of mine now, by the way. I talk to Ka Hill all the time.
I remember.
Love this guy.
Right.
So he had a trick. He beat me at my own game. When people would rap against me, I would do whatever they were doing. So like if they were in my face, like I would just do the opposite or clown one way or the other. So if they were in my face, like being aggressive, I'd just be smiling.
Right.
And pointing at them like how like I wasn't taking them serious. If they were bouncing and being funny in my face, I would dance. Right? I'd be like in there juking, right?
Right.
So Kyle Hill had this idea that the whole time he rapped against me, he was going to jump up and down. So I was like, oh, this motherfucker, he's trying to beat me by hypeness. I got something for him. I was not in shape to jump up and down, joerilla.
Oh, no.
So when I get the mic, I'm jumping up and down about halfway through my verse. I'm like,
you gas.
And I lost the battle. Oh. Never forget it.
He beat you with cardio.
Beat me with cardio. Yep.
Beat you.
He beat me with cardio. He's a very good rapper, too, though. So, I mean, he deserves skills for that. You know
oh,
what
for
I mean?
sure, yeah.
You know, but, yeah, that's a true story. Only battle I've ever lost in Nashville history. For the
really?
record. Some people say me and Cheesy had a legendary tie at Jazz's spot studio, but some people also say that I cooked Cheesy in there. So, you know.
What did you tell me what you did?
You know, man, I'm an adult. So I just call it a tie because I respect Cheesy and I think he's a great artist. Back then, I probably for 10 years told everybody I ate him.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? But,
well, you know that story that...
this is what I will say. You'll either hear we tied or hear I beat him. You won't never hear he beat me, though.
No, okay.
Right?
Well,
So
that makes,
we'll
that
just
makes
put that
a lot
in the
more
air.
sense.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot more sense. That was the story in the battle area where MUG caught up with you guys and they put the bro on the white boy. to rap against you.
Yeah.
And they brought like 2 or 3 stacks.
Yep.
And they said, he tells me that story all the time because that was the day he had said something to Buck.
Yes, he did.
Something to Buck. That's
That was
story.
wild. Yeah.
Right. But he was like, I can't lie. Jelly Roll ate that dude.
Yeah. They brought him down with big money, pulled up to the barbershop talking cash shit with some big stacks. And I was like, oh, I just got out of jail. I was like, there's no way God's fixing to give me this blessing.
You were super hungry.
Oh, man, I needed it bad. I couldn't lose in that parking lot that day. And the best part was the dude they brought, I'll never forget this. I shit you not. They took him to Ed's Fish right across the street from Tanaka's before we battled.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd spilled spaghetti on his shirt. And I was like, no. You didn't give me something that obvious to talk about in here, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is over, dog. You know, I'll never forget. I said some step your game. How you show up here with a shirt with a ketchup stain, some, and a fake ass change.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, I mean, I'll never forget it. Dude.
easy money.
Yeah, it was pretty easy money. Yeah. And it was like a big battle in the parking lot. Like,
Yeah, it was like
Bugs
super
was out
huge.
there with his guys. It's like, man, 200 people there. Like, it was like in North Nashville on the corner of DB Todd and Buchanan, like right there. I mean, we were right there, live action. Crazy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Any video of that? No one had
Nah,
cameras
this,
back
this,
then, right?
Nah, this wasn't too much of the video era. My favorite battle that got missed in the video era. Hockett's had a barber shop in Joe Johnson.
Okay.
In Joe Johnson, right next to the Blue Store, right? There's the Blue Store, and right on the side of it was this barber shop. And I went in there to battle this dude for a couple grand. And we walk into this barber shop, me and all the guys from the studio, and he had all his homies there, and the whole hood's in there. You could not move. They were piled out into the street. The street's blocked off. The barber shop is slam-packed, and me and this dude are just in there going at each other. Never forget it.
Who won that one?
Man, what are you talking about, bub? I told you, I'm like 99-1.
What?
I'm saying, I'm telling you, Bubba.
Oh my God, I can't believe I hate that I missed all that.
It was it's an era that I don't even get to talk about much because I don't think people would believe it.
They don't get it. No, they
Yeah.
wouldn't believe. They would never believe that. They would never believe
Yeah.
that you had the braids
Yeah,
and you were just eating rappers.
with a baby face. I
Yes.
was like 17, 18 years old.
But you had that look, that
Yeah.
angry, I'm about to cry or I'm going to
yeah.
punch you look.
I was mad, dude. I had to win. This
That
was
face.
like my life was on this.
It was. Literally.
This was like my livelihood. Like I was a professional battle rapper in the
Right.
city forever, dude. You know what I mean? Like I would come home and pay rent with little battle rap money.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Look where you're at today.
It's crazy, right?
Look where you're at
Yeah,
today.
it's crazy.
What the fuck? How?
I still get high in freestyle. I swear, I just don't let anybody turn the camera
Like
on.
a 10-minute freestyle?
Yeah, but I just don't let anybody turn cameras on.
What?
I'm nervous. I don't think I'm as good as I used to be.
I'd love to hear it.
I think I became a better songwriter and a worse freestyler. So
That's a transition.
it's a good transition for me. Yeah. So because of that, I'm nervous. But they still tell me I be eating. My old DJ Highlight, he's with Doobie and them now. We got high one day in the van, and he was like, bro, we'd be like 30 million views if you let me record that.
Yeah, like, nah. I'm all right. I'm good. Let me just write a song.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I'm just going to write a song. I don't want nobody to roast me on the internet. I'm just in there rapping.
How did that transition? I don't understand that transition.
I started falling in love with songwriting.
But if one thing that people know about you is that when I met you, you're totally in a different place.
Yeah.
Right? You had pretty much just gotten out. You're getting used to one or two of your spots that you were renting.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yep.
And we would just ride around town and just take care of shit.
Yeah.
But the one thing you would always do is sing.
Yeah.
You know, we would rap in the studio.
Yeah. But I'd sing in the car.
Yes, and you're singing these, and it's just a couple times I was just like,
Well, it's like I tell people, I don't think I'm a singer, but I sing a lot. I really like to sing. Like, it's what I prefer to do. Like,
it just comes out of you.
yeah.
We'd be sitting there, you'd be on the phone doing something. You're texting and driving, by the way,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't pay attention when
No,
you drive.
with my knee, I'd have my little sidekick out.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's I don't like riding with you. That's why I always wanted to come pick you up.
I do way better at that these days.
But
for
you
the
almost
record.
killed us like
Yeah,
7 times
Yeah.
from Rivergate, before you get to Rivergate.
Yep.
Right when you pass Nashville,
Mhm.
it's 24.
Oh, yeah.
This how far is that? 24 to Rivergate.
Oh, goodness. I don't know what, probably 20 minutes. Back then, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, an hour.
Right, but it's a short distance.
Yeah,
You
not bad at all.
almost killed us 7 times.
Yeah, without traffic, you do that in 15 minutes,
Yeah.
12 minutes. No
Because you were
bullshit.
texting and singing
Yeah.
and driving with your leg.
Yeah, exactly. With my knee right there texting.
And I was on the, I was holding on to the seat like this.
Not a care in the world, man.
No, you don't even give a shit.
God, it's crazy.
And I'm so
Now
scared.
that same dude that drove like that 10 years later is like running around with hand sanitizer scared of the coronavirus. It's funny what age will do to you.
My gosh. Yeah, I do.
I used to run into fires daily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like,
Your wash out. Don't cough on me.
yeah. Give me an elbow.
That's crazy. Y'all cannot drive for shit.
I loved it though,
Same
man.
thing.
Yeah, that was the glory days.
Emac's the same thing. When I roll Emac,
Yeah.
he would buckle his seatbelt behind his back, and that's when I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, no, because he'd lean up.
And he'd be on the BlackBerry, like this, driving. I'm like, "Do you know where you're going?" Yeah, I know where I'm going. No problem.
Yeah, no, Emac's phone was crazy, dude. God, I couldn't live with that. I could never manage an
You
artist.
wore his berry out.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
I could never manage an artist. I just couldn't do it.
He was good at it.
Yeah,
Did pretty good for a while.
he did great for a while. Yeah.
I love that dude.
I love everybody, man. For the record,
That's
you
good.
know, just like to pick it up, like my thing is I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
I'm happy for everybody. I hope they're happy for me.
Everyone is happy for you. How did you go from Cross Tracks to Monster in Your Closet? That's what I want to know.
Oh, dude. So evolution, right? Singing, like you said, I used to sing back then.
Yeah.
I always wanted to sing. And I realized when I look back at records, I was always singing. I just never called it that. I was like, I'm just doing little melodies,
Yeah.
But, I never realized that I was just scared to embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
And evolution. I got full custody of my daughter who's almost 12. She'll be 12 by the time this airs. That's how close she is.
Wow.
And, I have full custody of her. I'm married to a wonderful woman.
Oh, she's great.
She
I met her
just
at
changes my life.
at one of the fests, Slim Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
great.
did sorry, ears popping. She just changed my whole life and perspective. The things that you think about now. It goes back to the joke we had. I used to ride around with, I won't talk about the illegal side of the handling business, but I used to ride around like, completely reckless, driving with my knees, singing, texting, stuff in the trunk could have got us all in a lot of trouble.
Right.
The
6 guys in the car with the guns.
Yeah, and just didn't care. Life wasn't, it wasn't a problem, right?
Right.
And now as a father, you're like, I was going to bring her today, but I wasn't sure. If I'd have known it was just us, I'd have brought her.
Yeah.
But because of this virus, I was like, you know what? Just in case it's like a hip hop shop or something, I don't want to bring B. You look at everything different. So the stuff that, inspires you to write songs is different than what it used to be.
Wow.
So it's just, it's just evolution, man. I loved Trap House Jelly as much as everybody else, but Jelly was in the Trap House when he wrote Trap House, right? When
Right.
Tony Strugolano was talking about being the plug's plug, Bubba was the plug's plug.
Oh,
So
wow.
now it's like, we're all family men that tour and kind of are like, now we're having to deal with the demons we created then that we didn't realize.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now we're dealing with the creatures in the closet. So now it's like, okay, it's time to ignore the rumbling sound in the closet and go deal with that. It's time to befriend the monster outside my window.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I hope they get out of it, is when they go back and they look on it and they dig enough, they'll see the old Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
And they'll see this progression and maturity of a man go from this trap house, welcome to the trap house, and it just like slowly moves to 7 days, or not 7 days, Monday, what is it?
7 days. 7 days.
After
of the
that,
week.
the one we did at the mansion.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
That's like a pinnacle turn right there.
That was the beginning of me embracing the singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, when I used to work after Cross Tracks, I worked at Street Flavor for the longest. Shout out to Sonny Paradise. He's a dude that I'll forever be indebted to, as well as one of the first people who really opened their doors. Like, come in, man, record,
Right.
And even then, I would do little melodies, and Sonny'd be like, "Yo, that's what you need to do." You know, because me and Stack had that song, there ain't another spot in the world like my spot. It ain't another neighborhood like the one I got. If you feel the same way about your block, throw it up. And I would sing it all the time, and Sonny was like, you should sing that on the hook. I was like, no, Stack should sing it. He's like, you should sing it. You know, so it's like I just didn't get it then. You know what I mean? So when I look back at it, the Hate Goes On era, all that stuff, it was all leading to this. Sunday morning was like the coming of age for me.
Right.
That was like, all right, cool, you know?
The whole vibe, like everything about that record to the day you shot it to the day it was out. It was just that new vibe.
Yeah, yeah. And I think now I've been getting blessed that everything we do feels like that. Like Creature is like got this really different vibe.
It does.
Like this album, like I'm seeing people that I would have never thought listen to my music like, yo man, that stuff is different, dude. Like it's just got a different, it sounds like it's nostalgic but new. You know what I mean? Like it puts me in a time capsule, but it makes me feel like it's something I've never really heard, you know. I don't know, man. I just, you know, the goal is just to keep evolving. Right?
How do you keep? I don't understand how you do all this.
I love writing songs, man.
How do you see all this?
I love it, dude. I just, man, one, I visualize, and two, I just really fell in love with the art of. You know me, Joe, and this is why I'm glad to talk to somebody who really knows me about this. This is all I've ever done, Bubba.
No, this is it.
This is I never, you know, my plan B would have cost me hundreds of years in prison.
Right.
You know, like I didn't have a, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out very often, but always 1 foot in music, always trying to figure this out. I was constantly pushing this brand forward. I was always evolving. Thousands of songs, Bubba. You know, I don't say that, you know, here, this is what I told somebody. I showed this to a kid the other day. I was talking to these kids. I've been helping with this organization. And I showed them, brought in one day a list of stuff, right? Big list. 36 items was on this list. And they said, I just let it sit there. So y'all read that? They said, yeah. They said, now what is it? And I had the 31st item marked of 35 or 36 items on a list straight down. Imagine this being a list right here. Y'all can see this wall right here. I'm pointing to you, right? It's 36 items on that list. And the 31st or 32nd was starred. And I said, y'all know what those are? They said, what? I said, that's every time I put my name on a project and released it. Ooh. They said, what? I said, yeah, and I want you to imagine that most of these had over 17 songs on them. Right?
Right.
This is just what I released. We're not talking about the JD records that you know about that are cut nobody will probably ever hear. Think about how many different studios that's happened at. These are the ones I actually put Jelly Roll on a cover and released and passed them out of my trunk or put them on iTunes or put them on my mixtapes back then when we were shooting Dreamer and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, this is a whole different era. This is, you know, this is what I released. Fine, I was just waiting for the smart kid to go, what's the star on the 32nd one mean? I said the first one I made money. That's what the star on the 32nd one signifies. And didn't make a lot of money, by the way. The first one that I was just like, whew, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, so many people, so many different small record deals, independent record deals, investors that EMAC would find, these different scenarios. And none of them panned out. We put all this into a project. We bet our farm and house on it, and it wouldn't work. You know, and my deal was like, everybody else would quit. Like, oh, well, we tried. It didn't work. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I had to try it again. You know, I had to figure a way to come back and figure it out again and again and again.
And you did.
I did. And my thing would be, you know, that's how songs are written now. For me, it's like, man, we're talking about, you know, just doing the quick math on that. It's a couple thousand songs almost.
Yeah.
And what I've released, that's a lot of songs I've took the time to write, record, have some sort of a mix on, some sort of a master and put into the world. You know. So it's like, you just got to keep nicking at it, dude. That's what I tell people, and I live by this. If I told you, joerilla, Boston's sitting right here. If I told Boston want to start being a rapper today, I said, would you do it for 10 years for no money?
There's no
Nothing
way.
but heartache and pain.
There's no way.
Lost relationships, lost friendships, investors hate you, managers come and go. 10 years, no money, heartbreak. Failure after failure after failure. Would you do it?
There's no way.
What if I told you on year 11 you'd make 60 grand?
Most people wouldn't do it.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the thought, you know. But I just didn't have another choice, man. I just loved making music. I knew I had a story that I knew that somebody somewhere would feel like me. all the data was there. It just wasn't there in abundance. But I was inspired by the little stuff. Like when we were cutting them early records, Joe, right? And people were like, yo, man, I feel this song. Like this song helped. Like, thank you for this song. And I'd be like, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? Like
just slowly cutting through.
Yep, just like, cool, man. This has got to be, there's a database here that's showing that somebody somewhere will end up liking it. So you just kept doing it.
Now look, you're at
definitely
2 million in 4 days.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Views. How is that possible,
dude? I don't even know, man. I'm mind blown. We just got picked up on like a Spotify playlist yesterday. And
oh wow!
Like I don't know, the algorithms are kicking in. I still don't have a publicist. Still don't have a record deal. Still don't have a major media marketing team. None of that.
And this is all music. You've struggled all this with music. What about real life? Oh
dude,
God. Let's not start
real life has kicked me in the dick. It has been the worst. In fact, music kept me from at serious times probably killing myself.
And kept you alive.
Yeah.
And
literally.
killing other people.
Yeah. Just it put me in places where it was like, dude, I go in that studio and nothing matters but this. I think I ran from real life for a decade just making music.
Really?
Just avoided it. Just didn't even pay attention to the you ever heard Against the Wind by Bob Seger?
Mm-hmm.
It's my theme song about my music career.
Like if you were a wrestler.
Yeah, moving 8 miles a minute for months at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Breaking all the rules I could bend. You know what I mean? Like, what do you say? Not even thinking about how much I owed. No, like you just rolled.
Yeah.
Crazy. Against the Wind, y'all. Bob Seger. If you ever see what I listen when I ride around and smoke one and just cry, that's it.
You're just crying.
It's my just cry, but like happy, sad tears. Like,
my God.
It's fucking influx of emotions.
How amazing. Yeah, you had to been kind of running from real life. I mean, you built this. You've literally built a monster. You built this Frankenstein monster.
Yeah.
That's not stopping now.
No. God willing, man, it's gonna keep rolling, babe. We're at the beginning of an avalanche. I hope. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, right, Bubba?
That's so
people
scary.
Keep sharing it and liking it, man.
What? I don't know. I just want to know your mind state. How do you do that? When you first started writing and you were in the cross tracks, like what was your mind at when they said get on the mic and rap?
I was just, it was an opportunity. When I went to Jazz's, he was like, yo, you can hang around all day. If the studio opens up at any minute, you can use it. Mm-hmm. You just need to be close so you can use it.
And where was that studio?
Cross-track Joe Johnson Projects.
Right there?
Right there between Yellow. If you pull out of Yellow Wolf shop and bust a right down that alley where you pull into his parking lot, bust a right, it was down there to the left. It was that gray building right there. And this is back when that was the projects over there, not the fucking Snootyville it is now, right? And yeah, it became really gentrified, right?
There's tour buses. There's city tour buses going through there, showing people.
Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, no, for sure. It was very dangerous back then. And, I'd house the dice game, and I'd walk up to that store that would be right across from Yellow Shop. Mm-hmm. I would walk up to that store and go get like 10 lemonades, 10 packs of Swisher Sweets, like 12 honey buns, and a pack of Skittles. And they give me like $100 to go do it, and it only costs like $30. So I pocket the 70, right? And then they give me a little free sack of weed. Jazz cooked every day. I got food, and I just sit there and wait. And if the studio opened, I'd bombard in that motherfucker. Like Crooner could be like, "Yo, I'm going to go run some errands." I'd be like, "Okay," and I'd wait till he pulled out the parking lot. I'd rush in there and be like, "Hey Neil, you got a beat I can rap to?" He'd be like, "Yeah, Jelly, here's a beat." I'd write the beat, and I'd try to rap it before Crooner got back.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Sonny. Sonny made the mistake of saying, "Hey Jelly, you can come to this studio any day. You come here every day of the week. You can't record every day of the week, but somebody cancels or Stack doesn't come in late or something. If you find time to get in, but you're welcome here as much as you want to be." He fucked up. I came every day, Joe. I'll never forget one day I showed up on Thanksgiving.
What?
And Sonny was like, "What are you doing?" I called him. I was like, "You're not here?" He was like, "Why are you there?" I was like, "Because you said I could come every day." He's like, "Jelly, it's Thanksgiving, Bubba." I was like, "Well, is somebody here to record?" He'd be like, "No, Bubba." I'd be like, "Will you let me in?" He'd be like, "Yeah, man, I'll come up there and let you in." And I went up there and sat there and wrote all day.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's just my mentality. It was like, I was the dude you couldn't let me be a part of a cool situation. I would wear my welcome out.
Right.
But, I was as cool as I could be about it, but I'd wear it out in a cool way. Like the dude that you could tell wanted it. The dude you were like, "Yo."
Like Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Like you're...
Yeah, like you tell me, "Yo, man, come over every day." "Cool, what time y'all open?" 8 o'clock. "Man, 7:30, I'm pulling that driveway every day, dog." Sitting there waiting when he pulled up with the key, like, "Hey, Bubba, what you got on the schedule today?" I had to sit on the computer and get on MySpace all day until the studio opened.
Wow.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep.
And all that paid off.
Yes, sir.
That's
and
amazing.
I still carry that mentality to this day.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. Yep.
As soon as someone gives you an opportunity, just take it.
I don't even listen.
Take it
I feel like the movie Yes Man. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that dude. Yeah, I sign up for tours I shouldn't sign up for. I do all kind of wild shit. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I never say no. So I got on the Chelsea Handler documentary. Everybody on my team was like, no, it's too controversial. It's going to be too political. You don't talk about stuff like that. I was like, fuck y'all, this is on Netflix. I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not missing a chance to be on Netflix. This is crazy.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. Now me and Chelsea are best friends, and, you know, we're discussing big business behind closed doors.
You were so polite.
Yeah. It's my homie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know her from the Man on the Moon when she walked in the barbershop. We never even shook hands in the parking lot.
Really?
Nope.
Just showed up and got out.
Best friends now. It's my homegirl.
That's cool.
I swear.
That's so cool.
Yeah. You know. Just crazy, though. But, I mean, it was just one of those things. Like, I wasn't going to say no to a Netflix opportunity. Netflix called me, dude. I'm doing this.
Yeah. You've done other ones, too, right?
Yeah. I don't miss nothing. Anytime Vice called, I didn't care what it was, man. I never said no.
Jilly goes to everything.
Yo, dude, I'm there.
And takes advantage.
Yeah, man. Thank you for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll thank you for allowing me to spread my white trashery around here. Thank you for allowing me to bring the property value down in Beverly Hills for the afternoon, you know.
White trash.
Yeah, my white trashery.
Trashery.
You like that?
It was fuckery.
Yeah, it was fuckery. Now it's white. Now it's
yeah.
white trashery.
Wow. Yeah. I need to have like a meter.
Yeah, for sure. Of like when it goes to fuckery from white trashery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. But it's cooler now.
Yeah.
It sounds much
Dude,
better.
it's rock and roll, man.
Wow. Will you ever go back to the old?
Nah, man.
There's no going back. It's progression. Evolution. Is that what you called it?
Evolution. The windshield is bigger than a rear view because what's in front of us is so much more important than what's behind us. Mm-hmm. And I live by that quote, you know. I appreciate everything behind me, you know, and I love to go back to it. You know, I'll probably ride through Antioch when I first wake up tomorrow before I leave town and listen to the new album.
Yeah.
You know, but I might go this afternoon. I might make Boston ride out there now, you know, but to me it goes back to that. I'm just, you know, forward progress, man.
And
I'm visualizing the next 3 to 5 years, man.
Wow. What do you see?
Meditating on it, manifesting it.
How you doing with that? Still working out?
Mm-hmm.
I see you boxing all the time.
Yeah, box. I'm just not losing no weight.
Really?
Yeah, man. Really rough thing to talk about is probably my obesity right now. I lost a lot of weight and then gained most of it back. Mm-hmm. My father died March, almost a year ago, next week.
Sorry to hear that.
Just really fucked me up, man.
Yeah.
You know, it was really sad. It was a really sad few months of my life watching him die. That was my best friend. Most of the relationship most men have with their mother, I had with my father. Mm-hmm. And the relationship most men have with their father, I had with my mother. So, you know, I was losing the closest parent to me. And I love my mom. We're close, and I take care of her to this day. Right. But, you know, it's like my pops, you know, that we live behind him. You met Pops. Yeah, that's my guy. You know, it's always been my dude.
Great guy.
So. He just believed in me when nobody else did. Mm-hmm. You know, literally, I mean, imagine your son coming out of jail for an armed robbery, attempted homicide case. He's been locked up his entire childhood. He's 17 years old. He's like, Dad, I'm going to rap and make $1,000 if I win this battle. And Pops was just like,
You sure?
You sure? I'm like, I swear, Dad. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Just come back.
I used to want to quit, and I'd talk to him. And you know what he'd tell me? He'd be like, Jason, it takes the average brain surgeon 8 to 10 years of college to become a brain surgeon. He'd be like, you're about 5 years into your 10 years of being a brain surgeon. Do you really want to quit? Do you really want to drop out of school with 5 years left after you've already done 5 years and go become a fucking mechanic?
Right.
I never forget those conversations.
Wow.
Yep.
Those are strong.
Yeah, so, you know, I just kind of got into a dark hole and just fucking ate my way into it. But, yeah I'm working out, staying as healthy as I can, drinking a lot of water. So I'll get the weight off again. I've done it before. I can do it again.
I remember how I got a picture of you when we were in Nashville. We went to, I can't remember one of the bars. Went to one of the bars. It was me, you were there, Emac was there, Yellow Wolf was there, Zilla was there. And I don't know what we were doing. Filming something.
Zilla. Shout out Zilla. Thank you for shouting me out on here too, Zilla. That was so cool.
And you were so tiny. You didn't even look like you.
Yeah.
You just looked like a random college kid.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's been my whole life. You know, get really fat, get really skinny. Get really fat, get really skinny. So right now I'm really fat, and I'm just like, it's cool. I'll get skinny again. It happens. You know what I mean? Like, no stress.
No stress. You got to take it easy. Take it easy on yourself.
You got to ride on yourself, man.
Take it easy.
Stress will kill me before the obesity will, that's for sure.
I hope nothing kills you.
Nah, I'm not worried about that no time soon.
Don't-
That's why my daughter was like, "You worried about the coronavirus?" I was like, "Kid, I've been around since Y2K, Ebola, SARS, the H1N1. I've seen it all, kid."
You sure?
Yeah, I
Are
have.
you
I've
sure
seen it
about
all.
this one? No, are you
Yeah,
sure about
no.
this one?
No, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, we're good.
I think we'll all be okay.
Just wash your hands.
I think a lot of us are going to get sick. I think it's
Yeah.
just part of it, you know. I don't think there's nothing we can do to change that.
Just don't be shaking people's hand.
Yeah, but you know, the biggest thing they say is it's oral.
Mhm.
So it's like just breathing is the issue. Yeah.
Get some Jelly Roll masks.
No, well, we need to get some of those N95 Jelly Roll masks. They'll only be $1,000.
Yeah,
You can buy it.
slow
They
down.
are charging
That's
like
slow-
$400 a mask right now. It's
Are
crazy. Yeah.
You should get some masks. I'm sure we got a bunch of Jelly Roll, the panties
Yeah.
left over, and you could just
Or
tie
bras.
Those.
We got a lot of bras
Didn't you have
too.
a bunch
We get bras thrown at us all the time on stage.
Do you? What do you do with them?
Donate them to women's shelters.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what Tech 9 did. So I was like, that's a great idea.
Oh, was this Areola?
Yeah.
They were just throwing at
Yeah.
him?
I was like, that's a great idea.
Nah. When's the first time you met him?
That gathering.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it there or was it in Nashville?
I think well the first time we really met was in Nashville.
Oh, but the
Was you the one that came and filmed for us that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we met Tech outside the
Yeah.
bus, we just like bogarted his bus.
yes,
Yep.
yeah, that was it. He was there with Ritz and
Yep. That was the beginning
Lil
of
White.
our relationship. Yep.
Really, because you told him that story about the magazine when you were locked up.
Yep. True story.
That's crazy.
Spoke all that into fruition.
'Cause
Me and
we-
Travis O'Gwen's like my mentor now. Me and Tech are as close as could be.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Very true.
If people can watch that video
Yeah.
of you telling Tech Nine
Yeah.
how you seen him
Yeah.
and then to where you're going now,
It's insane.
like it really happens.
No, I really.
It
It
really
happened.
happens.
It manifested.
It
Yeah.
really manifested.
I believed it though, brother.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm hitting the mic like a motherfucker.
Oh, it's okay.
Just
Can I?
kick it back.
Just relax.
I'm relaxed.
Yeah, no, that was a Tech Nine show at the Gathering.
Yeah.
When we tried to get backstage,
Yep.
and then when we were leaving the clowns.
Yep. Good vibes, man. Good years of good shit.
How much of that night do you remember? Because this
Is that the night we ended up tripping acid?
that's the night you ate shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the night Mondo crowd surfed?
Yeah, and his
God
birthday.
rest
Took a
his
shot.
soul. Yep. Great night, dude. He drank a whole
Yes.
big bottle. I took shrooms. We
You
had a
took
great night.
shrooms, yeah. And then by the time it was time to perform, we were sitting there and you were just gone.
Yeah.
You were just staring off like this. I got photos and video of it. And Twisted is on stage, hyping the crowd.
Yep.
Like, hey, here comes Jelly. There was a bunch of naked girls on stage. They were kicking them off.
Yep.
They said, and now, Jelly Roll. And the crowd goes, yeah, Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll.
Oh man.
And then, no Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
And Emacs like panicking because you're somewhere high on shrooms,
I was
not coming to the
rooming,
stage.
dude.
And the crowd was Jelly Roll. And eventually they kind of stopped and they kind of hear the chatter. You know what I mean? It was like, where the fuck is this guy? Then finally he just comes running on stage.
Yeah, I
And
was
you killed it.
tripping.
Yes,
Oh,
I
what a
remember
good
that.
night, dude.
That was great.
Yeah, it was legendary. We left with the sun coming up.
Oh man,
Wow.
I got a picture of that when we were crossing on a ferry
Yes.
over the thing.
The sun was rising at that exact moment.
Yes.
Yep. I'll never forget it.
Ugh,
We were all tripping so hard.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was
we
tired.
was. All of us
was
were tripping
tired. I was-
hard.
Like my shirt was covered in
Yeah.
dirt.
I went a couple years ago and took acid
Yeah.
and had a golf cart. I played main stage. And we were like jumping hills on this golf cart. Was you there with us, Boston? That year? We were tripping acid. So hard. It was like me and Scary Larry and Buckshot and everybody. And we were
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like one of the best nights ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a blast.
I love that spot.
I had a blast. In
I might play it again.
That was
this year.
Ohio.
Yep.
When I went with you
Yep.
and we seen all that. That was Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Ohio.
We might fuck around and play it again this year.
Hey, let me know. I'll
Yeah,
come.
come on. Nostalgia, baby. Let's do it again.
The old film.
Yeah.
Don't make me film.
Please,
I
man.
can't take
come
it
on,
anymore.
man.
I can't take
Get
it.
behind the podcast.
I'm trying
you
to
comfortable
try.
fuck.
Oh.
You're
You
all
know,
bringing your little packed meals and eating your tuna and
Yeah.
fucking, yeah, just totally.
You always
different.
see that, don't you?
I'm like, God, look at Joe.
Well, I never want to disturb
Talk
you.
about me growing up. I'm tripping on you.
It's you.
Yeah.
But it's you. I don't ever want to disturb you because you're always like, hey, we got to work. And just like Boston was saying, like, you can't lock Jelly down to a schedule.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm rolling, dude.
So you
I'm
gotta
with the
move.
wind. Yeah, man. You got to go.
You got to move when you move. That's so crazy. So where are you going now?
Destin, Florida, assuming that, this shit doesn't get canceled. Destin, Florida, and New Orleans tomorrow. Spring break with the family for a week somewhere down in Florida.
Assuming this comes out within a week or two.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just edit that.
Yeah. Tech 9 tour.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably the biggest thing. Starts April 1st. Goes till like June 6th. 58 shows in 64 days.
Man.
Pretty vigorous. Family vacation right after that. Right back to work, man. Got a pretty hectic fall schedule. We know the coronavirus will be gone by fall, so the fall is going to be crazy.
I got to wait fall that whole time?
Yeah.
This is going to be a terrible summer?
Yeah. We got a really big fall, though.
I don't have cable.
Yeah.
At the house, and I don't get on Facebook. So when people say something about like the president or the coronavirus, I'm just like, really?
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Is it bad?
It's pretty bad. They canceled the NBA season. I mean, it's getting weird out there. I'll put it that way. I'm the last dude to buy into that kind of propaganda. But when I start seeing billionaires make moves that cost billions of dollars, I start going, yo, something's wrong here.
They canceled the NBA? What is that?
Canceled the NBA season. Canceled it.
What do you mean,
like there won't be no basketball the rest of the year? That's it. That fast. They just canceled the NCAA tournament. March Madness canceled.
I didn't hear that.
That Bubba, this is real.
Is it?
Yeah, this is not as real.
I literally just stay locked in Spring Hill all the time. That's it.
It's scary.
Is it? I can't believe that.
I'm not a get scared by this kind of stuff guy, because it's gonna kill people. But it's it's gonna be those who already have autoimmune deficiencies and elderly that already have if a flu goes through a nursing home, Bubba, it's gonna take some people out. Just a regular flu, and that's sad, but it's real. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you feel me? But so you take something like this, and it's like pneumonia. It's like pretty much. It's skipping the flu phase and just giving people pneumonia.
Right.
That's what it's doing,
Well, that's scary.
It's really scary.
I don't like that.
I hate it.
I'll stay away from everybody.
I will quarantine myself.
No,
you're right.
How are you going to do that? You going to come out wrapping a bubble?
Yeah. I come out wrapping in a hazmat suit. Yeah.
Does Twisted do that?
Yeah.
Don't
Still talk to Twisted.
How they doing?
They're great.
Those guys are wild.
Yeah, I played there. What was their show called? Was it Hallowicked? No, it's ICP shit. I cannot believe I just butchered that. It was the Attack of the Ninjas. I'm sorry, because it's the night before Halloween, which is what Hallowicked's normally on.
Right.
Yeah, they did their Attack of the Ninja, what used to be called Devil's Night for them. They do it the 30th of every year.
Devil's Night is, we used to do Devil Night when we lived in Michigan.
Yep. So we went to do, but they called it Attack of the Ninjas this year because, their new label is called Magic Ninja Entertainment.
Okay.
So, yeah, we just went and played it for them.
Those guys are great.
Had a ball. Sold out St. Andrews Hall. Had a fucking ball.
How you like Michigan?
Love it.
It's great, huh?
Yeah, I love Michigan. Treetop. What's up to the Treetop Shatter? Not my fault. The Treetop THC company.
Oh, wow. They taking care of you?
There. Oh, man, boy. Listen, man. Phew. They take care of us, brother. We stay in no man's land because of them.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's so crazy. We've come pretty far.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what we've talked about. We've kind of jumped everywhere.
I love it, dude.
So confused.
Yeah, we're here. I didn't know we were like carrying some sort of a linear.
Well, I try to mentally,
but
then for some reason I just kind of got lost because as we started talking about
it's so much to talk about, dude.
Yeah.
We were there for a lot of cool shit.
No, we were there
it's
for
only
everything.
Cooler.
You name it, we were there.
Yeah, and it's only getting cooler.
For the beginning of Yellow Wolf in Nashville.
Yeah.
For the beginning of the Twisted came to Nashville.
Yeah.
We did Twisted. We did
all
Tech
that
9.
Shit.
We did.
We've been here for it all.
Haystack.
Built a relationships. Good
Big
times.
Crit.
Yeah.
Bun B.
Bun B. He's been around doing this with us forever, too.
Yeah.
Great dude.
Since Stack, right?
Yep.
Do you remember that time?
Yeah, for sure. Scarface was the president of Def Jam. And Bun B was like his right-hand man.
And they were going to do Def Jam South.
Yeah, they were going to do the Def Jam South.
Where were you around then?
I was in the studio with Stack.
Were you?
Yeah, I was
you
in
were
there all
super
the time.
excited?
Yeah, it was fucking wild. I thought it was going to be big.
What happened?
Another podcast.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Creative differences. No, I was between Stack and Def Jam.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In short.
There's a whole story behind that, though?
There is a podcast worth of a story behind that.
Is there?
Yeah, and I don't think anybody's in right mind to tell it but me and Sunny Paradise, so we should.
So we should just have like a separate
It's a deep thing, man. It was a crazy thing. You just pop waters out of fucking everywhere, son.
No,
I literally just watched you finish one and just came up. Where you come up with these stuff? Where are they hidden at?
It's magic.
Okay.
All I do is drink water. Soda water.
Good.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a nervous tick or not. What am I missing here?
I'm just laughing at you, man. I've just watched you shit waters, man. It's like you literally dropped one and like picked another one up from the other side or something.
Did you see it?
I thought you were passing it. I thought he was passing it under his leg or something, and it filled up under your
It's like
seat or
I'm
something.
the Globetrotters
Yeah, it was
of
weird.
water.
It was fucking wild.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to stay thirsty and stay into it.
Wow, that's awesome.
You're still in frame. You're in
Oh
frame.
yeah, no, I'm checking myself. I look handsome.
You're good.
Yeah.
So why me? Tell me more. I'd like to hear more about me. Tell me why.
Yeah, Ball, you want to talk about joerilla?
I want to talk about
Well,
me.
dude, I've known you forever, man. You was there. You've helped me a lot. You know, I think one of the things that stands out the most to me about you and us is you never asked me for anything.
But you gave me everything.
Yeah, but I feel like that about you. Like,
Really?
you know, I asked you for everything. You just showed up, never asked for nothing. It was like, you know, you documented so much for us, bro. Stuff that's timeless now. Like, stuff that, you know, stuff that couldn't have mattered that ended up now, like, really mattering.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, when I seen you was doing a podcast, I was like, I want in.
Yeah, I want on the podcast.
Yeah,
to text you.
I hit you like, yo, I want on the podcast.
I was
like,
gonna ask you.
Yeah, I was like, let's do this.
I just didn't want to interfere with your time.
And I even fucked your day up. You were like, yeah, whenever you're free. I was like, cool, I'm in town this week. What's up?
Yeah.
You were like, oh,
Thursday.
okay, Thursday.
Let me try Thursday. I said,
Yeah.
I'll let you know Wednesday if we can do it Thursday.
Yeah, I was
And we
like,
did
let's
it.
go. Rock and roll, baby.
That's so crazy.
Proud of what you build, man.
Thank you.
I love your wife.
Appreciate that.
I've always thought y'all had a cool relationship. I've just always kind of appreciated you've seen it all with me, man.
Yeah.
There's very few people that you can sit down with and go, hey, man, you remember this? Hey, man, you remember that? And we can, like, reminisce about shit that happened 15 years ago.
Right.
That's rare. You don't see that in many other genres.
Not much. I was there at the hospital. We got the picture at the hospital. You
Yes,
remember
sir.
that? We looked like the gayest couple on the planet.
Yes, sir.
What else did we do? And now you have a hairless cat.
I do. I was inspired by your hairless cats. Mine's called Studio Cat, and he's the shit.
Well, I thought you were going to bring him.
I don't know. I'm worried about him getting the coronavirus.
He won't get it. Really. He might get it.
I'm telling you, he passed through the whole house, get the dog sick. It'd be all bad.
What were you guys doing yesterday?
What was we doing yesterday? Oh, we were shooting a promo.
For?
Man, we got a big show announcement coming up.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I need to be a part of that.
This is huge. When I tell you when that camera shuts off, you're going to shit yourself.
When is it coming out?
Hopefully Monday.
Really?
Yeah, just once again, I can't believe I'm turning into this guy, but it just all depends on what's going on with America.
Oh my gosh. Everything depends on America.
It's just we're in a weird place right now, man.
Yeah.
Because it's a hard time to try to sell a ticket, you know, when the world's panicking. So,
Right. But for some reason, I think they'll still show up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not worried about that. But, you know,
Really?
we were
Really
announcing
fucking-
to sell tickets for a show that's quite a few months away.
Yeah.
So we're just like, well, should
Just
we
in
wait and
case.
get through a little bit of this scare?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's scary, man. It's a lot of, excuse me, microphone. It's a lot of propaganda getting spread right now.
Right.
So, you know, it's just trying to figure it out.
What if we started one that jelly rolls the cure?
We're kind of working on that. You know, I think what America needs in this time of crisis is a night out.
Yeah. A
So
clean.
let's all get drunk.
A clean night out.
Yeah.
Maybe like a
Yeah.
pool party or something.
Yeah, for sure. Of antibacterial soap.
You got it? Do you have any?
We're going to have a foam party, y'all. It's all antibacterial soap. Oh, look at you. Oh, you even got the flavored shit.
Well, you know, tell me if you smell this and tell me if it doesn't smell.
Yeah, just drop me some. I won't turn it down. Thank you.
Now you're going to smell me all day.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah. It's warm sugar butter.
Warm sugar.
It is. It's sugar butter.
Oh, wow. So where do we go from here?
I don't know, man. More music. Lots of it. What are you going to do? Keep podcasting? What's the joerilla plan? Talk to me.
I got podcast all day.
Really?
Yeah, I got booked this week, man, all day. I'm trying to run everyone I know just to get them stories. Them documentation.
Do it.
What's our time?
Huh?
1 o'clock. Not bad. You good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna turn this into?
I don't know. I hope you become the fucking Joe Rogan of the South.
Oh, let's try it. Let's
Right?
try it.
Fucking start interviewing everybody. I'll come in once a month.
Yeah.
Give you the updated jelly
That's
roll.
what we need to do.
Yeah, man, I'm in.
You need to bring them all down.
Come on. I'll make sure everybody who comes to town comes over and hollers at you.
Who's coming to town?
I don't know.
You have no
It
idea.
depends, man. It's what we do. We're in a weird place, man. It might cancel everything,
Oh,
dog.
no.
We might not. You might need a stack podcast because none of us are allowed to leave the house for the next fucking 3 weeks.
Is it me or do I not think it's as serious as it is?
Yeah, no, you're disconnected.
Okay. Okay.
This shit is bad, Bubba.
You know what I do all day, right?
Yeah.
I homeschool the kids.
Yeah, no,
That's
you
it.
got a whole different thing happening right now. Bubba.
Yeah.
Which is a great place to be in life, for the record. But man, it's bad out here, Bubba.
Okay. So I made a good decision. We can podcast. We can do phone podcasts if
Yeah.
you don't want to get out.
We can Skype.
Skype.
Yeah, live Skypes. We got ways around this, man.
Skype. You remember when they used to do, what was that? We Skype. What was that thing where you would get on the video thing and you would rap?
Ustream.
Ustream. Do you remember you would
I'd
Ustream?
get drunk
And you would just sit at Jamie's and
at Jamie
Ustream?
LeMay's house, and I'd just sit there and get lit drunk and Ustream and just talk shit.
Yes. And I would try my hardest to get you to shout me out.
Yeah.
And you did it several times.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
was like,
for
yes.
sure.
And I recorded
Yeah.
it. Yes.
I need some of those if you got those recorded, man.
I have a
That
couple.
was the
I think I
funny
have a
days, too.
Ustream.
We've always tried to figure out what was going on and be a part of it. That's
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I think that's kind of helped us grow the brand, too.
He said Ustream.
Yep, I remember the Ustream days. Jelly in a bottle.
Yep.
Haystack called me one night, like, you should call that jelly in a bottle.
Yeah.
You should do it every night, Junior. You'd be famous.
Still stack.
I was like, man, if I do this every night, my liver will give out.
Yeah.
I drink a whole bottle of Crown.
Do you really?
Yeah, I would then. Now I drink tequila. Getting healthier.
That's healthier, drinking tequila. Okay.
Yeah, per my cardiologist.
That's great.
Yeah.
You still boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nashville MMA.
Do people know that you actually went a couple rounds with Jonathan Ivey
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and rocked him?
I rocked him.
I remember he said, man, let me be honest with you. He hits kind of hard.
Yeah, no, he didn't see it coming. I hit him with the jab left hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I probably popped him a little bit, but it was more so he just didn't see the punch coming. Because, he's a fucking pro. He's like, this dude's not going to hit me with nothing.
Yeah.
I rocked Tony like that one time with an uppercut he didn't see coming.
Did you really?
Yeah, because he's like, oh, this fast, slow dude's not going to sneak one in on me. Those dudes are pros, man. They're used to real killers throwing at them.
Yeah, they do. They always say you're fast.
I'm faster than I look.
On his feet, yeah.
Yeah, I'm faster than I look, for sure. I'm not slow. I also don't stink. I break all stereotypes for fat people. I don't stink. I'm not slow. I don't fuck fat girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I totally break all the stereotypes.
That you do.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm proud of myself for that.
Right.
I pride myself on this. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. You know.
Not that there's nothing wrong with fucking fat girls. I
Oh,
just
no.
think two fat people fucking is like playing Twister.
Yeah. That's
Left foot here, right foot blue, right hand yellow.
That's
Hold
so
still,
terrible.
don't move.
What's wrong with you? There's something wrong with you.
I'm serious.
There's something definitely wrong with you.
I'm honest.
Yeah.
Why does your camera look so much better than mine?
I don't know.
You've catered this to you, I've noticed.
I've tried. Well, it's my podcast. Oh, I love it.
My bad.
Oh, no, good.
My whole day's behind because I woke up late.
Is it? Well, what'd you wake up? What'd you do last night?
I told you I was kicking that ear infection. I think I said it all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was kicking that ear infection
I
where the
could
weather
feel it.
changes.
I could
Yeah.
feel it.
So I took some Mucinex DM, and I woke up at like 6 this morning. I was like, no, I need a little more sleep. So I took another capful and woke up at like, I was supposed to be here at 11 and woke up at like 10, 12. Out of like dead sleep.
That's like normal shit you do.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm normally up at like 7.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do at 7?
Meditate, drink water, wake up, pound a few waters, and just really get in my head and kind of get by myself.
What's it like in the Jelly Roll house?
It's crazy. It's pandemonium. It's pretty packed house. A lot of
There's
us there.
Dogs and
Cats, kids, cousins, friends, uncles,
wives, and there's
nephews,
like
wives.
podcasts,
It's
videos.
So like you walk into a production.
Is it really?
Yeah, you walk out into the kitchen, you're like, oh fuck. Yeah.
You look like you're having so much
And
fun.
some days it's a ball. Some days you'll forget that's what's going on, and like you'll forget that you'd scheduled a camera guy to be there.
Yeah.
So you'll wake up and your cousin, your niece will have already let them in, and they're in the kitchen. You're literally like walking out in your boxers and a fucking like sleeveless stained T-shirt to go drink a water, and you're like, oh fuck, what's up, Blake?
And they're doing makeup and hair.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? How's everybody feeling? All right, I'm gonna go back and put some britches on. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Really? Usually you don't care.
No, I'm all good with it.
I remember there's times we would show up and you would just be not ready. Yeah. And that just means whatever you're doing, you're doing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just get ready and we'll roll out, baby.
So whenever you're ready, get ready.
Let's roll, man.
And then before that, it was getting like a long T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like a tall tee.
Yep, I had to
some
go buy
khakis.
a tall tee from like...
Who braided your hair?
Young's Fashion. Chula. Struggles.
Did she really?
Struggles old, God rest her soul, Struggles' first wife.
She used to do that? Because he had long hair, too.
Yep.
What was the long hair?
I don't know. It was a Nashville thing, I felt.
Was
Lex
it?
had it. Struggle had it. I had it. I feel like a lot of us had it. EMAC had it.
The
You know, when you
first
think
worm?
back, so many of us had it. Yep. All the worms had it. Every worm
Did
had it.
the new worm? Did our worm have it?
I think at some point he had long hair, too.
Did he really? That's got to be weird looking.
Yeah.
I guess he would just look
Because
like...
he's got a weird shaped head.
He does. He would just look like twin, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just identical.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Worm?
Yeah, not long ago. He should be out of jail soon, too. I don't talk to him much because, you know, he's just jailing.
Yeah, he can't get to the phone much. That's what Lex said. Lex said he can't get around too much.
Yeah.
I
But
ta-
he's doing good.
I've seen Lex.
Yeah, Lex is the homie.
He's doing good.
I love Lex, man. He's always done good.
Lex top
though.
dollar.
Yeah, he's just like by nature, he's just one of those dudes that figures it out.
Like, it was so weird. Like, I seen him. JD had an art show in Franklin, right? He's got an art gallery.
Oh wow, dope.
No shit. You got to check it out. And Lex had come out to the show. And it was like, it was so weird because I said, Lex! And he didn't move. And I said, Lex! And he goes, man, people really don't call me that anymore.
He was waiting to hear Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, Don.
But I don't know him as Don, so it'd
Yeah.
be feel weird to say Don, but I was just going,
Yeah.
Lex! And he was just kind of, you know, he was with his daughter, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, my bad, man. He was like, oh, it's so good, you know, I get
Yeah.
it.
No,
But I got to get him on there.
I love Don. He'd be a good conversation, man.
I would love to hear about all that.
I would too. I'd like to sit in on that podcast.
Would you?
Yeah. fuck
You're going to hear it. He's going to do it. Make sure he does it now.
Yeah.
He
Don,
said he
you got to
would.
do this, baby.
He said
this
he
is
would.
Big. This is fun.
We got to get everybody in here. I got to
Yeah.
get Alex in here.
Tell all the stories. I talked to Alex yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing great. He's real Alex. You know, being Alex. He's got a spot right down the street from here.
Is that where he's at? Is that down there where Bucks was?
Yep, right there.
What happened to Buck?
I don't know.
He's still locked up.
I think so.
Yeah.
Weird thing though. I don't know why or any of the information on it. So
That's really weird.
it is, man. It's just sad too, man. You know, Buck's legal trouble has been one of his downfalls.
Yeah, I seen him. Legends Hip Hop Tour. Me and Koppa went there.
Yep.
Bun B invited us out, so we were backstage, and Buck shows up.
Yep.
And it's like, what's going on? And this is with all his media stuff was going on.
Yeah.
It would fit in. He was just like, man, it's so good to see you guys out working.
Yeah.
And I was like, I appreciate that. And he was like, yeah, I'd be blessed. And then he was sitting talking to Scarface.
Yep.
And then next thing I know, he was like, you know, Buck's arrested. And I was like, oh shit.
It's just sad, man. I should check in, but I just, you know.
Busy.
Yeah, just busy, man. I hate to say it that way, but you know, just kind of.
That's to the point where I wouldn't know where to reach out to.
Yeah, me too. You know, I wouldn't know where.
Like, yeah, he's moved so much, so quick. I'm just like, who do I call? Charlie?
Yeah.
Charlie? Do I call
Yeah.
Charlie?
I don't know. I don't think so though. So that's why I hadn't. I talked to Charlie, but
Yeah.
he'd be a good one to do too if you hadn't done him yet.
Oh, I already at that night. I
Yeah.
talked to him. I was like, you
Did
got to
you?
come do this podcast.
Oh, I
that
got
I'm-
a stretch right.
Oh, please do. Watch the thing.
I see it. Oh. You got these not fat friendly chairs.
Yo, I hate these chairs.
Oh, should have brought my own chair.
They're 125. Pretty damn good.
Yeah. All right, I'm back.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
You okay?
I'm great.
All right.
I feel good.
You need to move around more.
I just woke up. I woke straight up and got in the car. I haven't even ate yet.
Really?
Yeah, man, I'm behind today. Dude, I do not sleep at Boston. I'll tell you, I don't sleep like this.
Really?
Hell no. I put it this way. Boston woke up yesterday morning. I was up at 4:30 in the morning. I was like, what are you doing, Bubba? He was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just hanging out."
That's what you do.
Yeah.
I get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so to sleep till 10, my whole day is like, what in the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? So,
Poor boss. The boss. Is he ready for this?
oh, he loves it. He's been with us a couple years now.
He sounds great.
Yeah.
I was talking to him upstairs.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
fucking-
telling me some stories.
He's funny.
I like him.
Yeah.
You always got good people around you. I said
That's the goal.
it's rarely consistent of the people when you do pick the people around you,
Yeah.
but they're always cool.
Yep.
For that
that's the
time.
role. Yep, for sure. You got to have what works in the moment, man.
How do you do that?
Find who's willing and qualified. The good news is now we can search for the qualified, not just the willing.
Yeah.
So that changes a lot of everything.
You're in a better position now?
Yeah.
Good.
You can actually search for the qualified, not just the willing.
How many videos you shooting a day? I heard you got Steven working for you.
Yeah.
That dude is cool.
Yeah.
I like that kid.
He's awesome. Yeah,
He's
he's
so
crushing it over there. Yeah, he's full time with us now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I like that. If you need some mentoring, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll
Come
say.
on.
I remember when I was full time.
Yeah. Come on.
Don't plan anything.
Yeah. That's what we've been working on. I'm actually getting so much better at that too. Though.
And watch out for clowns. Fucking.
Yeah. Because we'll catch all of it. No, he's good, man. They're fun. We shoot content every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, we've shot a lot of videos though too. So we had 10 rolling out from the album. We've dropped 2.
Mm-hmm.
We got one coming out every week for the next 8 weeks.
I gotta be. I need to get in one of your videos.
Come on.
You can figure out a nice spot for me.
Yeah, it's easy.
Nothing.
We're always casting motherfuckers. That's for sure. We need them. That's for sure.
I need a leading part.
That's easy, bro.
I gotta get my acting on.
Yeah, we won't make you the chauffeur or nothing like that. We'll give you something cool.
Wait, I was in 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the plug.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
you look like the plug too.
that was cool.
Yeah.
I had the money. I flipped the money out.
I love that video too.
It was your money.
Yep. I loved that video. Though.
Did you?
Yeah.
That process was fun.
It was.
Where did we do it?
We shot
615.
at Jamie's house. We shot outside the barber shop. We shot it at whatever that spot was with
Yeah.
the white wall.
The 615 something.
Yeah.
Right there off Second.
Yeah, it was a really cool spot too.
Yeah. Barbershop. They had pulled the car in. You guys had the model chicks.
Yeah.
That was fun. Was it Jamie's house?
Yeah.
Right there off Belt. Yeah. She
Yeah.
was something about that the other night.
Yeah. Where you seen her at?
She texted when I posted one of the Zilla promos. She
Oh,
texted on
yeah.
it. She said Belt Road,
Yeah.
Jamie's house.
Yeah. That was so cool. The Zilla podcast tickled my heart.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Did you know a lot of that?
Yeah, most of it.
I was shocked
Yeah, no, I knew
because
most
you
of
never hear Zilla say more than
it. And he's got a really cool story. Like, he's really worked his way into a lot of stuff, man.
Mhm.
He's overcame a lot, too, you know.
Really?
So it's like, yeah, that dude's he's an Antioch kid, Bubba.
yeah.
You know,
I was
so it's
shocked.
kind of one of those things,
So
man. That dude's
shocked.
about as Antioch as it comes.
How do y'all do this? What's with the breed? You're a different breed of people. It's
Yeah,
really
man.
weird. Nobody
We're
gets it.
We're determined. Very determined group of individuals.
So Zilla's doing full-time management for
Yeah,
the Wolf now.
yeah, it's crazy. Good for him, though.
Yeah.
You know, excuse me. If anybody's worked their way into that situation and deserves it, it's Zilla.
Yeah. He's worked so hard.
He's worked really hard. man.
Non-stop.
He's like me. He's a lifer.
He said they're in Russia right now.
They're in Russia.
Yeah.
They're trying to get back from Europe right now because of the travel ban, from my understanding.
Don't say that.
I swear. You know, as of Friday, they're not letting nobody go to or from Europe.
What?
Yeah.
They're coming home early?
You're missing. You really don't know all this.
I really
I'm
don't.
like giving you a news conference
I
right
am
now. Shit you're
seriously
missing.
No, I don't know any of this shit.
Literally, Donald Trump addressed the United States last night.
No, he didn't.
Nobody,
I
I
didn't
swear,
see
it was
it.
State of the Union.
I don't have cable.
Bro,
I
now,
watched-
this is on I seen it on YouTube.
It's like
Listen,
breaking
brother, this
news.
is huge. Listen, man, like
If I don't, if
you could book a flight to Puerto Rico right now for like fucking $130, Bubba.
really,
Yes, nobody's flying anywhere.
But
It
you
is
can't-
over.
that's scary.
The stock market just tanked out at the bottom. I mean, everything, dude. This is like a genuine pandemic. People are extremely nervous about this,
This
Joe.
is
This is
crazy.
wild.
Wow.
I love those diffusers, by the way. That wood diffuser you got over there.
You like those?
Yeah, I got one in the studio. I love them.
You want some? You want some more?
Yeah, you got a plug on them or something?
That JD.
Really?
You know, JD he started his own business called the Ginger Seed Gallery, where
Wow.
he builds shit.
I figured he'd get into some sort of creative shit like that.
He still does music.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. There are a few of us like you, Joe, and him, and Zilla, Struggle. We're lifers, man. This is all we're going to do.
That's it.
This is it.
Got to get struggle out here.
One way or the other. Oh, he's coming. He told me that last night. We literally spoke at probably midnight last night.
It's gonna be fun.
I hit him leaving the studio.
We need to have him on and then have you guys on,
Yeah, together.
like a round table.
Yeah, I'd love it, dude. You got room for one more? We got to stretch the table out a little bit.
Oh, we can go in. They got other rooms to do.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Just keep more and more people.
Yeah.
And then we get Alex in here.
Yeah,
Can we get Stack in here?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Now, Charlie's working with Stack right now.
Is he?
I do know that.
They're
Yeah.
back together working?
They are. Yeah, they're back together working. I've been seeing it. I hadn't reached out, but I'm going to. So,
Let me tell you what I'm booking. I talked to Rehab.
oh, that's fun, dude. I love Johnny.
Johnny Fish.
now.
I call him Rehab.
I still call him
always
Rehab
forget.
too.
Yeah.
I call him
I
Rehab
can't
every
get-
time I
can't
text
get
him.
over it.
Yeah, he's so funny.
I was like, dude, you got to come on.
I love it though, man. He's another lifer though, man. This is just, he's always gonna be somehow connected to the entertainment business.
Yeah.
That's just, there's a few of us that are just lifers, dude. This is all we really know, man.
Did you see the guy, J-Dub?
Oh, he's so funny.
Did you see what happened to
Yeah.
him?
No, what happened now?
He was doing the clown makeup.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that? Where he
I don't
went,
know if I've seen that one, but I've seen the last one. One of the last ones Rehab did about him.
Yeah, he was doing the Joker makeup.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess he went out in public threatening, like it's a terroristic threat. And they arrested him.
No.
He's being held on.
That's what happened.
on
Okay.
terrorist threats.
Yeah, that's what Rehab was doing. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Now, Rehab is so fucking funny, man. I love the winner circle idea. I'm just proud of him for excelling and growing up too, man. So,
Everyone's doing so much their own thing.
yeah. And they're figuring it out. I think that's what people didn't understand back then that they do now.
What's that?
Is that like you can partner with people
Mm-hmm.
and y'all can have success together, but your independent success is determined on what you do independently. And people used to have this misconception that, like, when I hear somebody from my past use the word, you left me, right? You didn't take me with you. You could have done more for me. It's always the people who didn't do anything for themselves. It's always the people who wasn't willing to get up and go. The ones who wasn't willing to come. People that just want to sit around and like their success be solely based off if another man has enough success to just plug them into a Molly-made situation.
Mm-hmm.
And those of us who have been successful are the ones who figured out, I can connect with this, work with it, make it work, make it do something. But when this particular season or this time with this thing's over, what do I do? Right?
Right.
Your camera didn't stop rolling with me.
Mm-hmm.
You were shooting with everybody. Your podcast didn't start because of me. Hell, I had to invite myself on. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like the thought is that it's like because of that, there's never been this like feeling of, and that's the difference is that people started figuring out like, I got to do my own thing.
Right.
I got to figure out what I do when I'm not doing that thing with this guy or with that guy or with this guy. What do I do that's consistently what I do?
Mm-hmm.
And the people who figure that out are the ones who excel. You see what I mean?
Right. And it shows.
Period.
Right. Where everyone's at.
That's the deal. It's that easy.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
How do
It's
you-
the truth. It's the
You're
truth.
gonna make me cry.
Right? It's real though.
Yeah.
Like when you look at it, it's just, that's what I had to learn,
Mm-hmm.
was that, man, it's like, who's willing to do it by themselves? It's like I explained to my daughter, man, LeBron's not LeBron if he's not willing to go get in there and shoot 1,000 jump shots by himself a day. Fuck the team practice. Fuck game night. Fuck preseason.
Right.
Is he willing to go in the off season and work out and shoot 1,000 shots a day? That's where champions are made. In the loneliness of their craft.
Or the kid who refuses to say no and keeps coming to the studio.
Period. Right? The loneliness of his craft. He just kept writing songs, putting out an album, didn't do good, no sweat, put out another one. Put out another album, doesn't do great, no sweat, we'll put out another one. Put out another album, doesn't do good, no sweat, we're going to write more songs.
Get a deal. Get an investor. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Keep going.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is these investors, then will come back and go, you owe me money from 10 years ago. And you're like, man, we put that project out, it bombed.
Yeah.
And it's like, I compare it to this, right? Me and you open a pizza shop. The pizza shop bombs. We don't sell no pizzas.
Right.
We both do all we can to sell pizzas, but the pizza shop doesn't work. I said, man, sorry, dude. You say, sorry, dude. Whatever. We shake hands, hug. Sorry, man. We move on. 4 years later, I open another pizza shop. the pizza shop explodes. Then you show up. You owe me money. We put a pizza shop together that didn't work. What? What do you mean? I've had 3 other failed pizza shops since then.
Yeah.
I've had enough failed pizza shops that I now know how to run a pizza shop, and I'm selling a lot of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to open another pizza shop together, let's talk about it. You know, but don't come over here acting like you're entitled to this pizza shop.
Right.
You know, but the music business is the only business where a dude who worked with you 10 years ago for 2 years feels like he's entitled to your success now.
Jeez.
That's the only business that happens in.
Yeah.
It don't happen in no other business.
Nothing besides music.
No. Because in other businesses, people would be proud of you. They'd be like, oh, man, I worked with that dude 9 years ago. He figured it out. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
You know, you feel me?
We used to practice together.
Yeah, like, dude, that's great. You know, but in the music business, no, sir. Hold on, you owe me something. You remember when I was there for you in 97? You know what I mean? You're like, what?
You get
I
a
haven't
lot of
heard from you since 99. All the time.
That's crazy.
An abundance of it. It's crazy.
You owe me dinner.
Whenever. Come on. We go now. Sushi? Eat sushi? When's your next podcast?
Actually, you're the only one. I got to get the kids today.
Oh, okay. I see you.
You see me?
I see you.
You're crazy.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Great. How many you got now? 2?
What?
Kids.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. 2 and 2. I got 2 dogs.
Yeah. 2 dogs. Better. Everything's better in pairs.
I could do without the dog. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, dogs are dogs. I don't know. I love my dogs, so I can't say that.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Where's Studio Cat?
At the studio.
He just sits there?
Yeah, he just hangs out. He's there all
Cold, ain't he?
Yeah, he's the
He gets
best.
cold? You
Yeah,
get a
he
little
gets cold.
skin on your...
Yeah. He just brushes against my beard all the time.
You know what he's doing, right?
massages.
He's putting like that cat dirt on you.
Is that what he's
Have
doing?
you gave him a bath?
Yeah, we get him a bath every week.
Yeah, every week. You got to give him a bath.
Every week.
But
Every
yeah,
Monday.
he's rubbing that dirt on you.
Yeah.
There's doors at my parents' house when I used to take the cat over that still got like dirt mark from the rubbing on it.
No, every single week, Studio Cat gets a bath. Every Monday.
You were so excited.
On time.
You were so excited.
Yeah, I love this cat. It's my homie. Curls up on my chest and sleeps right here and purrs. He's fucking awesome.
That's crazy.
That's my buddy, man.
I got a shitload of pigeons.
Do you really?
Yes.
Golly, you took the pigeon thing to the next level. You're turning into Mike Tyson out here.
Yeah. You need some pigeons? I'll give you some
Yeah,
pigeons.
I mean, I don't know where I'd put them, but I'll take them.
Put them on Studio Cat.
Are they cool?
Yeah, they're cool.
All right.
They're good.
They stink?
A little bit.
Oh, man.
You got to clean up after them.
Oh,
I mean, the
man.
birds are birds. They're cool.
Yeah, a bird's a bird, I
Yeah.
guess.
All they do is shit.
I know.
Shit and eat.
Yeah, it's
They
weird.
make-
They're like babies. Yeah.
Can you do a pigeon sound?
No, hell no.
Try a pigeon sound.
No, I don't even know what it sounds like. I haven't been around enough pigeons to know what they sound like.
Really? They just sit there and basically
They
moan.
like purr.
They moan. They
Okay.
basically moan.
That's
They
awesome.
You
Tell me
want
about this soda water, man. I'm intrigued.
some? Really?
Yeah.
The wife got me on it, and I just can't stop drinking it.
Are they flavored?
No, it's just water with soda in it.
Okay. I get it, I guess.
It's a Perrier.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
I'm sure I guarantee that's what your wife drinks,
Yeah, Perrier.
isn't it?
I don't know. I'll ask. I haven't seen one at the house.
I bet she drinks it. She drinks fancy white water.
She's a more of a vodka girl.
Oh, is she? keeps-
No, she doesn't drink much at all. For real. I drink way more than her.
Is she drink less
Yeah, way
or
less,
more?
Way less.
Both you guys do less, right?
Yeah, I mean I drink, but yeah, I don't know. It depends.
How much you drink?
No more, no less.
Really? that's not a lot. That's not a little.
Yeah, it's right
That's
in the middle.
Unde-
I drink a healthy amount.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are together.
I am
She
too.
brought the unseen jelly out of
She
you.
did, man. Yeah, she settled me down, but in a good way. So we still run wild together, but yet are settled in our ways, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but
blessed.
the first year I was like,
Yeah, I think everybody was.
yeah,
though.
it was
That's
like
fine.
I didn't believe it.
We expected that.
I did not.
Yeah, we anticipated that, but we're going on year 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's big.
for me. I've
Get
never-
for you. Yeah, no,
for
I've
sure.
seen it. I've
Yeah,
seen
I'm
it.
buckled in, baby.
I've
I'm here. I'm
seen
here
it.
for the long haul. I love that girl, man. I'm down. I'm riding, baby, till the wheels fall off his old truck, man. We're gonna get on. We're gonna put them back on. You know?
Everybody.
How about when the wheels fall off? We're gonna get out and walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody that knows you says that about her.
Yeah.
That she's great for him.
Yeah, no, she's great, dude. She encourages everything I do, lets me be me, but kind of centers me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I try to explain it to people like, in this weird way, I was bowling a lot, but I wasn't hitting a lot of strikes, and she's became the bumpers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't miss now.
She's great.
She won't let me fall off in the gutter.
You know who else was saying that? Dr. Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, you go see
Absolutely
Dr. J?
No, I know. I met him one day
Okay.
at the Rooted,
Yeah.
the sneaker shop.
Yep.
And he was in there with his kid.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, do I know you?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, I know. You know Jelly Roll?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know Jelly Roll." He was like, "Oh yeah, I worked on this."
Yeah.
What is he? I remember when he first had that done. I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, that was you." And he was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's me." So we talked back and forth every night.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Great dude.
He's a great
Loves
dentist, too, man.
boxing.
He's a real boxing fan.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he can talk real boxing with you.
Yeah. That's what I love.
No, I love Dr. J, man.
Do you?
My favorite. Yeah, absolutely.
He took care of you.
Touch my teeth. Nope.
Nobody else.
No, he pulled my wisdom teeth out last year. He takes care of everything.
Was it bad?
No, you know, just wisdom teeth. Just old enough to finally get them done.
Yeah. He said he did yellow.
Yeah, I plugged yellow in with him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he said Bunny had
Done
Bunny in
Bunny?
there getting teeth. Yeah.
I think Don went to go see him.
Did
Chucky
he?
Velvet. Yep, Chucky V. I think everybody went to see him now. He's became he's that guy around town, man. Dr. J's on the way to go, Bubba.
Dr. J.
Yeah. If you want that pearly white stiff smile, he got you.
Uh-oh, don't cut a promo unless we're getting paid.
Ting! You need to give me one of those ping right there.
So the check.
Yeah.
Dr.
Nah,
J.
he's the best. Dr. Jackson, man. Dr. Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Yep, no bullshit.
Which, yeah, it sounds weird.
It's so people don't believe it. I think that's why we call him Dr. J.
Yeah, I think so. I was like, Dr. J. Yeah, he loves
My
it.
doctor's name is Samuel Jackson. Oh, yeah, Samuel L. Right?
I don't believe it.
So the time to kill.
I don't believe it. Yeah. Yeah, great guy. Absolutely.
He's a blast.
I'll wait for that check.
Yeah, he's great.
What's that?
Yeah.
We should just look at that one. Right? Okay. That makes sense. It's a small world, man, I'm telling you.
Just a small city.
Everyone. And people love it when, like,
Yeah.
now that you're with this new, like, success you got, that you're on this path, people are like, you know Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know Jelly Roll.
Ain't that awesome?
Yeah.
I'm glad too,
I got
though,
fans.
Man. I'm happy.
Everyone's a fan.
Yeah, no, I'm proud. I'm proud of myself, to be honest.
I'm very proud of you. You've
proud
come
of you,
such a
thank
long
you.
way.
Thank you, man. Blessed.
Such a long way.
Blessed, but never would have imagined. I dreamed it this way and still can't believe it.
Isn't that weird?
Yep.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. A lot more heartbreaks and headaches than I anticipated, but worth every second.
That sounds like an album.
Yep, heartbreaks and headaches. Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
Let's do
You should
it.
produce on it.
I should.
Yeah.
You want to bring out the...
Break out the drums and the camera.
Uh-oh.
Fuck it. You should produce it and shoot the video. Well, you could do it all if you wanted to.
I guess, and then we could podcast about it.
Yeah.
And shoot promo for it.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I could do graphic design for it.
Yeah.
Do you realize that I
Yep.
do all those things?
Yep,
and
that's
I did
all
them?
things you can do.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and you
Let's
just
do it.
nestled into this. Oh. Sure you don't want no sushi?
No,
I'm dreaming of sushi.
you need sushi.
Sushi sounds like a good day, man.
You remember? I remember when we would go, we would do videos, or we would just do whatever. We would always go out to eat afterwards, and I'm talking about 20, at least 20 people,
Oh, yeah.
and you would always pay.
Yep.
Even if you had that, only if you had $1,500 in your pocket, you would pay for that $600 meal
Got everybody, man.
every time
That's the rule.
without saying shit.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Still
You
the
took
same
care of your
way.
crew, yeah.
Yeah. Still
We
the
were
same
crew.
way to this day.
Really?
Yep.
That's how
If you're with me, baby. That's my rule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
If
got
you're,
us.
if you're sinking, what about when you're sinking? Where's everyone at?
Yeah. They'll normally let you sink along.
Because when that money was in, everyone was at dinner. But when that money wasn't in,
You know what they say, man? It's the old quote that when I won, we won. When I lost, I lost.
Mhm.
But that's cool. That's part of it too, though. That's what you sign up for, though, Joe. You can't be upset about that. You know, that's the position you take. That you know,
Yeah.
that's a big part of. That's the big part of stepping up and saying, "Hey, man, I want to lead the front on this."
and that's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You do that on purpose, or is that just ingrained in you?
Ingrained.
That's what I want to know,
Yeah,
is
DNA.
how do you do this shit with a straight face?
Just ingrained, man. It's the only way I could think about doing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I couldn't imagine doing it any other way, to be honest. I've just always, it's got to go, man.
Like you never plan it,
No,
but you
just
dreamed it.
dream it.
You've seen all this
Visualize it. A lot of times you just don't know how you're going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's kind of like the old phrase they say, there's two acts of faith. The man who prayed for rain and then sat in his house and waited until it rained.
Mm-hmm.
And the man who prayed for rain and then went outside and started planting seeds. two different kind of people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the dude that prayed for rain and then waited to see if it was going to rain and then hurried up. Like, oh my God, I got to plant a seed now. It might rain. I prayed for rain, believed it was going to rain, and then just kind of blindly went outside and started fucking tossing seed.
Right.
You know, just a different kind of thing.
You're a different kind of guy. Definitely an individual. There's
Yeah. You just got to go, man.
I don't know if there's something special about you or something weird
Probably
about
not.
you.
Something weird.
Something weird. Or
I think
special.
something more weird than special, probably.
You think so?
Yeah, man, because you got to be a little tick off.
Yeah.
To do this. To just be
Sometimes-
this blind running into shit, you just got to be like, fuck it.
But you've been there the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you've
it's
seen it.
belief, dude. It's a lot of just seeing it in your mind and just believing it's going to work, man. I tell people, man, that I could run blindfolded into a forest and think I wouldn't hit a tree. You know, and that's how I operate. Just go head down, let's fucking go. You know, don't overthink it, don't underthink it. You know, put yourself in that situation and roll, man.
Where does that confidence come from?
I don't know, man. Just belief, self-belief. I was lucky to have a bunch of big brothers and older sisters and a father and a mother that they kind of pushed me to, you know, I'd come in with crazy ideas. And they were like, put the work behind it. We believe you'll do it. Just show us the work.
Like what?
You know, anything. You know, I'd come home like, I want to write a play when I'm like 10. Mom was like, cool, go upstairs and write a play, boy. I'm like, cool. I went upstairs and wrote the play. You know, I had a reputation at an early age for only talking about stuff that I would do.
Right.
And that helps. You know, I didn't change my vision a lot. You know what I mean? Like if I said I wanted to do something, I set out and that's what I did.
Right.
You know, I went to figure it out. So if I was like, yeah, I really want to learn how to shoot a basketball. Will you buy me a basketball? Dad knew that if he bought me a basketball, I was going to learn how to shoot that motherfucker. Like he just knew that.
That's crazy.
You know?
That's just who you are.
Yeah.
That's who you've always been, I guess, right?
Yep. And it was also raised old school in the way of you finish what you start. That helped a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, that helped a lot.
Like you can do it, just finish it.
Yeah, just finish it. Yeah, for sure. So, you know, if I signed up to play basketball for a season, I'm going to play.
Right.
You know, fuck it. I bit off more than I can chew. I might realize that in week 2, but hell or high water, I'm going to get through this season.
Even if
Last
you don't play.
game of the season, I might not play next year, right? But I'm going to definitely get through this year.
Right.
You know,
And that's with everything. You made it that far. That's crazy. You play basketball?
I can hoop.
No, you can't.
Man, what?
No, you can't.
Man, I'm on the internet balling on people, man. I'm
said
like
you-
undefeated in horse.
Oh wait, I seen you and White play
Me
one
and
time.
White, I smoked him. I smoked Mondo. I smoked Rail. All these people on. I got video. This is all on video. I've smoked people in horse. That's not even. I don't even shoot no more, and I'll still go just ball on somebody right
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Man, I'm cold. I'm not like I'm too big to be like fast and good with the
Dribbling,
ball.
right,
But you know,
right.
like if it's a stationary game, oh yeah, if we're playing
Horse.
shooting
If you're
free
horse,
throws
you're
or
good.
horsing or something, it's over.
Wow.
Yeah, sign me up for the 3-point contest at the next celebrity basketball game. It's over. I'm putting somebody out.
Oh wait, the virus. So there's no NBA. You're scared of me.
Joe, they are fixing to quarantine America in the next 3 weeks.
and I have no idea.
You're clueless.
I'm
It's
just
gonna
inviting you down to
These professional people are saying that it's going to affect over 100 million Americans. 50 million are going to be hospitalized, and 500,000 are going to die.
I'm in trouble. But I don't have to be around people. So is that good for me or bad for me?
Oh, it's great for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in
great
the
for
air.
you, but it's an airborne thing. Yeah,
Right.
just this conversation. If we were infected, we could infect the other one.
Right. So, but you haven't gone on tour yet, right?
Now, I did a couple shows since it's been going on, but not yet.
Oh, great.
I don't know if I don't want to say this, but I don't know if the tour will happen. If these experts are right, if the experts are not just, and this is what I'm hearing, not on CNN and Fox News.
Yeah.
The shit I'm hearing from like real experts and underground podcasts, if they're right,
Yeah.
then yeah, man, I don't think this tour will happen with Tech.
Really?
No.
You know, they canceled the American Pans, which is the big jiu-jitsu tournament out in
Yes.
California. Yeah.
No.
The wife said
They just canceled the UFC Brazil show.
What?
Yeah. No, it's happening, Bubba.
Great.
Yeah.
I bet you survive.
I'm going to be okay, Bubba. I'm not worried about that, but I am worried about the cause on the economy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I definitely. I guess I don't care. I care about that, don't I?
I mean, for our kids,
I
right?
got birds. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
you know.
Yeah, but they can always call Uncle Jelly.
My man said, I got birds.
Got the pigeons.
God forbid the pigeons.
Right? They'll send, when a pigeon lands at your house with a
Yeah.
note on it, in
Yeah.
it, it's going to say, Uncle Jelly, we need help. Well, we wrap this one up.
I'm with you, Bubba.
Yeah. And then hopefully after we don't... Boston, you all right? How much coffee do you have?
One big one.
Do you look... are you
No, he drinks a big coffee every day.
It just...
I run out for Dunkin'.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. I like that dude. That dude is awesome.
Well, thanks for having me, brother.
No problem. I would
I
shake
really
your
appreciate
hand.
it.
I don't want to shake your hand.
Corona Dap.
Anything you want to cover?
Nah,
Give
dude,
me
just thank
something.
you, man.
Give me the greatest. Okay, look at me. I want you to be serious because this is just here and now, just me and you. You never see me again after today. I want you to tell me one thing.
I'll see you soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
You made me happy.
Yeah.
Animal.
I don't even speak negative like that. Like
That's
it's
genius.
yeah.
You're good.
I'll see you soon, bro.
Always try that.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's
Never
all good.
works.
No. Oh, to tell people to do that? They always hit you with, don't be fucking
Well,
weird.
only the weird people. Only the smart people.
Yeah, the weird people are like, well, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not even. I'll see you again soon, bro. We'll come back and do this again in the next couple months.
Yeah.
Next month, even. Before tour, right after. We'll do like a post-tour wrap-up, and if I don't go on tour, we'll come back and talk about how I was right and the coronavirus canceled the tour.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. I love it.
I love it. Now, if I could say one thing to people, the album's out. It's called Beautiful Disaster, and please check it out. It's my best work to date. Oh, we got to stop this thing anyway. I broke your mic. I moved it more than any guest ever.
It'll fall right in. Oh yeah, tell me about the album. Give me a
The album,
promo.
baby. A Beautiful Disaster. It's out now, streaming everywhere. It's my best work I've ever done, and I mean it. That easy.
It's about time. All right.
Love y'all, man. Flock with us, baby. Joerilla Jelly Roll. That's a wrap. Oh, brother, love you, man. Oh, that was good.